Hello, hello, hello. It's time for some Arknights. It's been a hot second since we last booted this thing up on stream. But fortunately, we are in time for Dorothy's vision. The event has not ended. I mean, it's time to friggin' speedrun the thing. But first, before we do that, I have quite a few, let's see, maybe, I think that's 3 10 balls saved up just with the rundum, not even Originite Prime. So I say that's going to be what we do first. So I guess without further ado, shall we hop into it? Alright, here we go. Counting time. 10-volt, just a 10-volt. We pull it right off the bat, we're good. We're done. I don't need the extra copies. Stick start? Nope. Okay, I'll still open the whole thing. Oof, and we got it as a pity. Okay. Never mind, we'll skip to the end. Okay. Sure. Okay. Come on. Please. What place is it in? All the way at the end. Nope. Alrighty then. We go through the free ones.
Hello! I've never been in such a big mobile facility before. I'm so...
Oh, I thought I had more than that. Hold on. I know a way to get more than that. Me just gonna yoink a few of these. I'm in 70, so I can't go into that. Nope.
コードネームはアレーン。今日からは正式所属になるらしいよ。
Again. That's gonna be a no.
どうも、エイズだよ。好きなものは
Just had a feeling.
コードネームはアシッドドロップ。このスケボーも登録済みの
Come on.
Following the guidance of the Arcana, our paths have finally converged.
Come on, game.
Are you the doctor? Nice to meet you. I'm... 医療オペレーターのススーロです。
I'm not even waiting for it to go and drop. I'm just clicking the button. Come on.
Defender Liskarm awaiting orders. I've been involved in multiple special operations like VIP protection, assaulting fortified positions, rescuing hostages, and clearing out threats. Your safety is my mission, and I will use every tool at my disposal to guarantee it.
Thanks, buddy. Can that include, like, hey, Dorothy?
Hello, I'm Meteor, the archer from the woods. Do you need an
Yes, yes, I got your module. Okay, we'll do one temple. One more. That sounded like it's just gonna be purple. Well, maybe? Okay, all the bags sound the same to me. I've been told that it sounds heavier if you get higher rarity stuff, but they all sound the same to me.
I'm Clifford,
Hi,
and
Clifford.
I've lived to conquer the peaks. It's nice to meet.
私はアンブリエル、ラテラーノ出身の狙撃手でさ、自己
はじめまして。貨車の
Come on, let me just see the 6-star. Let me see him.
I believe you're the doctor. It's nice to meet you. Please accept my gratitude. Thank you for allowing me to lodge here. A refuge on the unseemly surface.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't even care for the other 5 stars. Get out of here. Come on. For a second I thought it crashed. It just paused there for a moment. Alright. No. I refuse to get a no. Just no. I refuse. I'm not spending any more prime. Come on, please be. Nope. I forgot you got a freaking altar. Okay, wait, hold on. I forgot you got an altar. Why are you a sniper, though? Okay, hold on. First, do that. There we go. Okay, and then now there's alternate operator task. Here we go. You're a flinger. Guess what time it is? I don't know what time it is. It's Dorothy time for me. And apparently Gray Altar, because he exists. I forgot he exists. Hold on, what, buddy? What do you take to promote? Not what I have. Actually, let's take a look at your skills, though. 25% chance to slow the target for 2 seconds. What? There's a lightning ball towards the target's position that lasts for 6 seconds. Every 1.5 seconds, a lightning ball deals 80% of attack. It's arts damage to all nearby enemies and has a 40% chance to slow them for 1.4 seconds. Hold 2 charges. Interesting. Now, that's only at level 1. Also, he looks adorable. Okay. Moving on. Time to witness probably atrocities, because it's friggin' Ryan Labs. No, that's not wings. To look at his class type. Yeah, he's a flinger. There's now 2 flingers in the game. And I have one of them. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Okay. A flinger, yes. He literally takes things and he just yeets them. I'm sure not on the scale that Rosie does, but... Also, I kind of like this, I like this lobby music. Pissed off gorilla. Sure. Let's see. Here we go. Alrighty then. As far as I understand, based on the comics, this is gonna be about the whole incident with the Surtur? I know I'm horribly pronouncing that, but it's what it is. And Saria. Consider Saria. Which means it's going to be depressing. This is gonna go very well. Ifrit? Oh, is it Ifrit? I thought oh yeah, Ifrit. Yeah. My bad. Wrong flyer. Wrong being a flyer. That's my bad. Yeah, Ifrit. Hello, you reached the office of Ryan Lab Control. Kristen Wright. Mrs. Wright is currently unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone. Thank you. This is bad, Kristen. I got screwed up. I'll admit the Colonel's smart. He caught onto my little tricks last time I made a delivery. This is the game with the gun religion? Yes, indeed it is. Except this one isn't going to be gun religions. It's going to be human experimentation. Because that's fun. One is a barbecue master and the other is an ice cream fanatic. That is 100% correct, but they both have firepower, literally. My favorite hobby, of course. Yes, it's with Ifrit. You are right. That's my bad. Starter wasn't a human experiment. Starter just so happened to pick up a sword with a god in it, because of course she did. He's been all eyes on me along with Ferdinand's people. It took a whole bunch of clothes just to get away here. Oh wait, this is what's her face? Oh, why can't I think of her name? She has the weird like water clones, and she went and talked with Silence after breaking Mountain out of jail. In the Mansfield break thing, right? At least I'm assuming. No. There's a water clone lady here too. Jeez, I have nowhere to run anymore, seriously. What the... Okay, sure, Spider-Man. Water nymph or something along those lines? I have no idea what she's based on. I'm a little scared, just a tiny bit, but you get where I'm coming from, right? Not to worry, though. We're still going to uphold our agreement, 100%. Kristen, can't help but wonder. If she was still here, maybe we wouldn't... Guess we'll never know. Yo, you look sick and I can't even see her face. Yo, you look sick. I do not know. Miss Multis. I horribly butchered that name. Multis? Miss Multis. I suggest you stop struggling. The marathon from Ryan HQ to the commercial districts wasted our entire evening. Like, I think she's LeBerry. I think. But that, I think, is also purely just based off of this, and that's about it. I have no other evidence to go off of, like, who or anything like that. But yes, this is the lady that I was talking about. She's a watercolor lady. Let me guessy. Dead end for me? The years indicate otherwise. I guess that's true, huh? I don't know what race has those ears, though. I can't think of it off the top of my head. You can't think of anyone who has those ears. Who has those ears? I don't know. You'll always catch me as long as I'm somewhere in Trimonts. Trimonts. I've read that wrong. No. Forget Trimonts. It'd be the same in any city. This is Columbia. The charges stick to the lawbreakers. To lawbreakers, rain or shine. It's about me breaking confidentiality with the military, right? In which case, you should give me some time to call my lawyer and not sick a cajillion armed mercs at me in the middle of the street. Psychops and Crocs, but they have scales. Guess that's true. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no. Weird. I'll say again, we're in Columbia. We don't operate by the books unless by the books is what we need. In those scenarios, we like efficiency. Alright. Let's look at a little chat with Ferdinand. Maybe me and him can still straighten out this whole mix-up before it's too late. Only the race is Sarkaz. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't think she's Sarkaz. Just a wild guess. I don't think she's Sarkaz. That's not in my orders here. Didn't Ferdinand hire you? Ferdinand Clooney might be your coworker. He's just a partner of convenience for me. I've got no personal stake in the Rhine infighting. Ecological? Energy? I don't give a damn. And my employer doesn't care exactly who we're cooperating with. What we want is results. Our lab provides the goods. My employer puts thought into their use. And your tiny little oops moment lost you the last ounces of our trust. I said I didn't mean to. Would you believe me? I'm a researcher, you know. I've got this habit of hanging on to test data here and there. You had all this time to think of an excuse, and that's it? I'm so sorry to tell you. Your fancy brand of charisma doesn't work on me. I'm given to understand Ferdinand warned you not to let a whisper of any of the testing leak before the government passed every bill tied to it. Your elven blood stretched the expiration date on your good looks. That likewise ensures you don't form any forgetful habits, right? Elven blood? I mean, yeah, you got the elf ears, but I don't think that's... I don't know. Maybe that is kind of like angel is an insult to friggin' Sancta. Even though Exu has it on her coat. But I've only ever heard someone called a Sancta an angel if they're trying to insult them, so I don't know. You know I read the files. I know who I'm working with. Part of my job, you see. Okay, apparently just you are an elf. Okay. Okay. So come. Undisclosed race in the animated Rhineline video. Yeah, like... Is there anybody else who's an elf? I guess, is there anybody who's, like, publicly known that there's an elf? That they're an elf? There's, of course, theories and stuff like that, I'm assuming, for some characters, but... So, come. Let's cooperate some. Whatever illusion you were going to concoct next, it'd be as useless as the last. Sheesh, it's not really am cornered. And she's gone. Also, yes, I freaking love your design. So cool. That's why you were stalling for so long. You think you can dupe me? I'm not the brute forcing type. I don't go off half-cocked. I'm not one of your colleagues married to the lab. Got you. At this temperature, water molecules don't hear my call. Yeah, she's something. I actually don't know if she's Liberia or not. She does have an incredibly scaly tail to be Liberia. Is this your arts or some kind of special technology? I have no idea what race you are. Unless you're... I don't know, maybe. I mean, it is possible for the traits to mix. I mean, the whole thing with the... what was it? Guide Ahead was, both Mustima and the little girl are half Sancta, half Sarkaz. And you can see it. They have both halos and horns. It's not like they can't mix. There is not one dominant trait. Are you really free enough to discuss issues of science with me, Director Mealy? Sorry, but I'm tired of playing hide and seek, and I don't want any sudden acts of ice water getting my plumage or hair wet. You're no ordinary Mark. Sure. Now you still have one last chance. Answer my question. Kirsten Wright, Rhine Lab Control, has spent the past several years buying up a massive amount of high-purity, hard material from companies high and low. What kind of experiment is she running? Why are you upping Ferdinand if you and your employer care so much about Control's tests? That's not the right answer. That's not an answer. That's another question, in fact. I don't have any of the answers you're looking for. Your file says you love using your blood-given abilities to toy people. What a surprise you turned out to be so loyal to the Control. Loyal? I'm just looking out for myself. Oh, you tell me you don't want this chance at all. In which case, Miss Musis, my partnership is hereby terminated. Terminated? Terminator. Justice Knight is looking a little different. Saria? Gotta make it in time. You're Kirsten. There's no way she just dies, right? She's too big of a player for her to just die. Main district of Trimonts. Yo! You look good in that, Saria. When's that skin coming out? So waiting for your appointment, ma'am. You should have been here 10 minutes ago. I've counted on her to be punctual, but if our last comms were anything to go by, she was the one desperate for this meeting. Maybe she backed out again. No, the director of Rhine Lab Ecological prefers to hide the truth behind all those smiles of hers. I don't trust Musis. I don't easily trust anyone choosing to remain at Rhine Lab at this point. Partnerships are built on more than just trust. Did you trust me the moment I first met you? The truth, ma'am? I saw you standing outside my door. I almost went straight to the kitchen to grab a knife or something. You call the cops along the way. A knife won't stop her. We already know that. Go down on your shoulders. Still, our lab wouldn't use force to threaten a retired employee who signed an NDA. At least not while I was still in defense. A new message. Something wrong, man? You look serious. You soon enough to give me shivers. Change your plans. You'll see isn't coming. Something happened to her? Haven't she was about to meet you? Derek said I need a favor. What is it? Send the info I received to the local branch of this pharmaceutical company. Ask their operators to immediately inform Dr. Calcite and Dr. Starr. I know they've been in Colombian territory recently. I need their help. She looks so good in that outfit. Okay, it's way too bright for it to, I guess that's not exactly skylights, huh? That's just artificial ceiling lights. It's still way too happy for it to be 5:11 a.m. Test site 359, Trimount's outskirts. Morning, Doctor. You're up as early as ever. Well-regulated circadian rhythm promotes stability of core data. What? Data? I mean, physiologically, right? You always pack that special sense of humor. Sure. I pulled an all-nighter just to get these figures. Dr. Frank's gonna rag on me for this. Am I the one who's talking, or am I speaking as Telopsis? Negative. Scenario inconsistent with typical behavior of Dorothy Franks. Is that supposed to reassure me? Thanks, but even if she lets it fly, there's still a Director Clooney, and I don't want to go back to him. You're adorable. You ever due for a good night's sleep, Helen? Helena, you know we have evaluations next week. How am I supposed to sleep with an eval weighing on me? I can't lose this job. I'm still paying off my student loans. Oof. Sorry, I know I keep bringing that up. How's this sound? I'll raise the situation with the director once the experiment's over. Seriously? Oh no, you're the only one in all of Energy who's terrified of Director Clooney. What's your secret? It's gotta be like me. Spending every single day in the lab, making the director happy with every last thing you do? That's not realistic for me. Oh, right. I need to check with Director Franks. Gotta go. See you. I made coffee. You want some? Excessive caffeine intake may aggravate oropathy, Elena. I hear you. I'm just though not about to give up my life for the word may. The docs had the final word. I'd be best off staying at Rhodes. I cannot speak. I'm so sorry. The docs had the final word. I'd be best off staying at Rhodes Island with my sister. Same for you, right, Joyce? Okay, so we are playing as Telopsis here. Medical wants you aboard long-term. Regulations state I must report back to Rhine Lab at regular intervals. Provision of medical services at this site is only a temporary assignment. Sure, just a few days, and then you'll meet up with Dr. Silence in the city, right? You and Dorothy will miss you. Joyce needs rest. Work gets too intense here at this site. And you, Elena, was preferring an intake. Talking you up as his most outstanding researcher, I'd be on the case to kick you back to the city, too. Hello, Dorothy. So you're here at last, Dorothy. I've just been looking for you. You didn't run into her? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Seriously? You're gonna work until you faint, huh? Ruby and Joyce, how many days have you gone without sleep? Seen the wrappers filling up your lab's trash can over the last week? Agraphonic... What? What is that word? Okay, hold on. I gotta look this up. What? What? Agrypnotics. Oh, it's a sleep prevention thing. It means sleep prevention. But... no, not agronomics. No. Freaking tell me how it's pronounced. There's literally nothing that's going to tell me, like, how to pronounce it. I can tell me how to pronounce a Chinese translation, but it can't tell me how to pronounce it in frickin' English. Because why would we have that? Usually dictionaries have stuff on the side that's like, here's how you pronounce it, but no. I'm gonna say agronautics. I'll go with that. The experiment's already in its final phase. Have some participants, I'd accelerate the pace so they can get back to their families sooner. Got me there. Who doesn't want this done sooner? Unless as your assistant, I have to listen to you anyway. Fair enough. Alright. Can I ask my beloved assistant to do me another little favor then? I can't be out of the lab for too long. I want you to courier these heat emitter modules to some friends outside. Heat emitters? You're in the Barrens for over a month. Where'd you buy these? Warning. Foreign lab technological components detected. See, it took me and Joyce one look to know you made these lab materials. Gonna go yeet some children. Just don't hurt them. Don't do anything illegal. Make sure they have consented to being yeeted. Blowing fossils up in business won't like that. You're the director of Originium Arts. What? That? I don't like what that does. I don't like what that emoji means. You might be director of Originium Arts director. What? What? Okay. That's not going to change the tune any. I know how their minds work. I know even better that you won't report something this minor to Ferdinand, or any of the other directors for that matter. Got you there. They need these things. It's been getting cold lately, and their huts weren't built to last. They won't keep the chills out. Dorothy? I wanted to say, don't you think you worry too much about them? They're pioneers. A team of them in Ryan Lab's employ. No pioneer's gonna hang around anywhere for too long, let alone make friends. Just a bunch of kids. Besides, I know what you're trying to say. You're worried about me. Worried I'll feel empty once they're gone. That's my little assistant, always so considerate. Don't look at me like that. You're not my teacher, Director Franks. I don't know. Fine, I'll do you this one last favor. Very last one. Seeing as the experiment's nearly over. So we're all set. Funny, sir? Huh? Got the heebie-jeebies? What? Nah, that's never been my style. You've been pacing laps about the cabin. 7, coming up 8. I'm just, I'm getting my mind in order. A lot of variables, what's coming up next? Sonny, I've been thinking, but, are we really on the right track here? Them scientists in the dock? Plenty good to us, I say. I told you already. 1 or 2 acts of kindness don't make a saint. Back in law school, my classmates loved all that charitable business. You know, donate a thing or 3 to treatment zones for infected, maybe join a campus debate for justice, for what they went through. Once it came to be unlucky, ill-written son of a gun too, guess how many times they visited me. Yeah. Not a single goddamn time. A year back, I went to borrow some money from an old college roommate. Worked at the biggest law firm in Max DC. Picked up the phone, get this. He asked me who I was. Sorry, you were out for deferred treatment, so that's why the ground yearbook didn't have your contact. Huh. Most touching joke I've ever heard, I tell you. Right brand of bastards, huh? Seen plenty of them ourselves, all of us. Once they're safe enough distance, it stokes their egos good enough to throw out a little benevolence like they're feeding foul, and it makes a topic for their get-togethers, too. You go on and guess. Right this moment, in that laboratory, those respectable scientists are crediting their coffee cups talking about us, huh? Wouldn't mind doling out good intent. Not until it costs them anything for real. Alright, boss. Whatever you say. You've seen the most of us. Paid it the most mine. Your word is gold. It's the only way we've got. Nobody in the whole damn test site's gonna look out for us except ourselves. Come on, Joyce. Once I finish my coffee, we've got to get to work. Medic! We need a medic! You're one of the pioneers. You can't really just come in. You haven't gone through decontam yet. If you have a medic or doctor, something coming in with Sam over all of a sudden, and he's sick. Sick? Is it a repathy? Are you a doctor? You gotta save him. You gotta save old Sam. Save us all. He's been running like a kettle since last night, and he's just started throwing up blood. Please input the patient's location. He's in the nearest hut. You did like you told us last time, gave him some painkillers, laid him down. Understood. Initiating emergency treatment routine. Joyce? Apologies. Other tasks have reduced priority. I know. Not trying to stop you, even if we're shattering safety regulations. Joyce, I'm gonna go with you. You're not a medical worker, Eleanor. Who gives 2 cares? Alright. Fair enough, you got a builder. Remember, I took basic medical training too. An extra pair of helping hands can't hurt in a situation like this, right? Plus, I've got to make the trip anyway, with my errand from Dorothy. Might as well be now. Here. Where's the patient? Out of the way. Every second counts with the acute rapidity onset. But scan returned no results. Don't move. Is that a nail gun? There are no cases of acute rapidity onset in the vicinity. Sure are, Joyce. There's some healthy young men here. Wouldn't have the strength to be pointing dangerous tools at us otherwise. Hands up, ladies. You're the leader of the Pioneer Team. You remember me? I'll admit I'm a touch surprised. So why have you tricked me and Joyce into coming here? I trust you know, Rebecca. Dr. Rebecca. That's how you say your surname, right? You pronounced it beautifully. I'm gonna trouble you to let us to your communicator there, Doc. Pioneer Team needs to ask your superiors a few questions. We're gonna punch some idiots. They cannot think yet. If they could, they would still pick up their weapons. Okay. Let's see. Who do we want to use here? Also, again, I really like this lobby theme. Let's swap out Mudrock for Cantable. I think we'll also swap out Lapland.
他の人と一緒に戦うの？戦いの相手は誰？
I don't know, I'm probably overcomplicating this for just the first mission. We'll figure out what the whole gimmicks are, what all the gimmicks are, and we'll organize according to them. We'll be back with Saria. 3:56 p.m. Overcast. Main district of Trimonts. Ooh, you look cool. This is the third time you paged through Telepsis' personal log, Doctor. Any new discoveries? This coffee had to be pretty good. I'm more interested in the agroponics Franks has been using personally. I love a drink after work as much as the next, but all that fluid intake on the job is bound to cut up your train of thought. The log Telepsis keeps synchronized with us, we can tell that along with her, there's our other Rhode Island partnered operator, Eleanor, and Rhine Lab's energy section. Along with Rhine Lab Originium Arts section's director, Dorothy Franks. That's everyone caught up in the subduction by the pioneers. And practically simultaneously, Saria informed us Rhine Lab's ecological section's director, Milsis, went missing after she sent out an SOS. There's no telling if she's currently alive or dead. Are research jobs seriously this high risk? Is he Draft? He is! I didn't even notice that. Yo! He's an elite operator. Ooh. Maybe one day he shall become playable. Maybe. Target to Columbia. Sky high odds that Rhine Lab is already in crisis if things are pushing Saria to ask Rhodes Island for help. Lucky the land ship's nearby, or we'd be hard pressed to make an expeditious response. The kidnapping's gone down on a new site about 100 or so clicks out from Trimonts, but Kelsey's concerned this has something to do with the experiments that got shut down a while back. Virginia mutation experimentation. That's a mouthful. Kelsey cleared us to access all relevant files before we enter Trimonts. The Diabolic Crisis, Locan Water Tank, the Lumberyard. Its name means something to one of our Rhodes Island operators. Behind their fronts ties to hundreds of similar experiments. Most of these experiments have involved Originium's mutative effects on living beings' cells, and each one has been incredibly dangerous. In Columbia, more often than not, tech giants like Rhine Lab aren't going to participate directly in such high-risk experiments. They'll have smaller-scale organizations carry them out on their behalf. Hire a pioneer team, construct a suitable site on the wasteland fringes of the city to execute their experimental work. In this case, Telepsis is at Site 359, which is one of those. Have you done work at these similar sites before? Work? I'm not gracing my time there with the word work. This megacorpse plagiarized what I created and applied it in all places it wasn't meant to be. See that billboard about 50 meters out? Volvort Krasinski's automatic popcorn-a-thron for home. Faster, sweeter every time. I saw the prototype sketch for its energy core on my terminal. It was supposed to be used in automatic wasteland road cleaners at first. My manager decided it would never sell as a product. What kind of HR companies spending on better equipment for pioneers? Brought my mind to roads after that. Course clear team and engineering's using the very latest model. Long seen it coming. Be it Volvort Kaczynski or Ryan Lab, in the end all these so-called tech firms are going to be destroyed by their own creations. Because they never respected the creations themselves. What if Elsie Scudder got killed by her very own experiments? Yeah, you're gonna say silent on that one, huh, buddy? Was that a laugh line, Doctor? Because what you said isn't sci-fi-like material or a dumb joke. Chances are it's tomorrow's news. Don't you and Logos make a good team? As a partner, Logos is pretty good. But can you give him a reminder, Doctor? If you can cut some of his speechcraft, mission times would go down by at least 30%, and I could spend more time on my actual job. Done processing the intel, Doctor? He's mentioned a couple times in the past. I do remember a mechanist being mentioned a couple times. But I couldn't really remember much about him. It's cool to actually see him. He looks sick. This is as much useful information as we have for now. Report set the most important files at top priority on lookup. You can read them via PRTS, I cannot speak, at any time. Any more news? Collapsus logs haven't been updated past this point. Device number 9's data transmission should be more stable than ever since Mayor adjusted it. So unless something physically happened to Collapsus. Fingers crossed, Silence and Gray find her ASAP. Silence will notify us of any developments at the site as they happen. Sorry, has copied the info. Should be rendezvousing with us in an hour. Doctor, any other proposals for the time we have left? Gordon Mielcy's had trouble. Take a look. I'm a mechanist. I'm no detective's assistant. And I'm just an Originium researcher. You're the only one I can count on, Mechanist. Alright, Doctor. In that case, we move now. Here's hoping I'm back in the land ship by tomorrow at my beloved workbench. (6:47 p.m.) Overcast. Test Site 359 Observation Station. Trimount's outskirts. For a second I thought the single strand of hair was a halo for a second. I was like, what is this Sancta doing here? And why do they have a crossbow instead of a gun? And I guess some of the Sancta have crossbows, but usually they have guns. Most Sancta have guns. Especially if you're going to be in a place like this, you'll probably have a gun as a Sancta. And also, this guy looks like the guards at Mansfield's Break. Anything new with the people on site? Nothing, officer. You shot word to Director Clooney or whatever at Ryan, right? When exactly will he be here? Director Clooney's in a meeting right now. Meeting? Tell me he's still in a meeting. What meetings more important than his employees' lives? Damn it. Give me those binoculars. Okay. You don't think us pioneers are gonna follow through, do you? Let me tell you, they will. Push them enough and they'll do any frickin' thing. So you mean our colleagues at the site could be in mortal danger? Who are you? Olivia Silence, Rhineland researcher. Rhode Island pharmaceuticalist, partnered medic operator. This is my colleague from Rhode Island, Mr. Gray, with the engineering department. Hello, I'm a Rhode Island electrical engineer, but I'm still interning. Rhode Island? What kind of useless crap does that company do? Forget it. Save the explanation. One day passes and Trimet's in a barge of fresh company names unloads out of the sewers. You're Rhineland rat. Got any pole in the office? Pole? Ma'am, I'm not too sure what you mean. Forget it. I know you wouldn't be in charge. You strike me as one of those eggheads swimming in books types, like the hostages I've got. You guys and those guys might as well live on different planets. I heard they were pioneers working at the site. Pioneers? The name rings too nice for anything except billboards. I know better than anyone what kind of people they are. Convicts, gamblers, infected who can't stick the medical fees. Nothing to lose by the time they went out to the waste. Excuse me, can we try and talk to them? You might have realized already, but Dr. Silence and I are both infected. No place to understand the situation. Rhineland makes stupid cash, doesn't it? So does Rhode Island or whatever. Got these, let's say, well-intentioned companies paying your insurance premiums. That's the key thing. That's why you can shut up about understanding them. Premiums? Which part exactly is... It's the way things work here in Columbia. Policy aimed at infected. Yeah, please trust us. Rhode Island is a pharmaceutical corporation dedicated to addressing infected issues. Addressing issues? I gave you a crossbow and told you to square away those kidnappers from here. Would you do it? I couldn't. I'm a doctor. What about him? Me? No, I don't think we've reached a point where we have to resort to violence. It looks to me like you two can't help much at all. No sign of anyone coming, sir. You're playing it cool. Say, you think the Megacorps might not, Gray is a good boy. Indeed he is. Say, you think the Megacorps might not, care if their hires die? Well, with those two being infected and all. Don't give me that. Infected aren't subhuman or nothing. At the very least, we don't want to treat each other like that. Alright. So then on Pioneer recruitment ads too. Oh, count our lucky stars, the ads ain't all lies then. Would you kindly drop the communicator, Dr. Narbika? You said drop it, no funny business. Alright. I'm putting it down. Please don't hurt us. Sir should be sending messages. Bring me those comms, Sam. Only half typed. Didn't get to send anything yet. These are our exact coordinates. Want them to send a drone in or something? Let me give you another idea. Change it to an SOS. Send it to your tutor, your manager, whoever. Tell them I'm waiting, and my patience is running out. What exactly are you after? Well, that's wicked simple, Doctor. Me and my friends here, we all just want to leave this place alive. That's all. You look corrupt. I don't think there's any other way to put that. You're finally back. Can you spare a moment? You're Ben. Ben from Structural. You remember my name? Call me Ferdinand. Then hold directors at Ryan Lab at all. Mr. Ferdinand. My next meeting is in 10 minutes. I can spare you 7 of those. Alright, thank you. Sir, do you know where Control is right now? I've got Structural's application for equipment purchases there. Here. Control was supposed to give us an answer 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from her. Control's having to suspend a lot of its experiments right now. Give me the form. Alright, go procure. Did you just sign? The handbook says large-scale equipment purchases this expensive have to go through the Control. How long have you been with Ryan Lab? A couple months? Yes, sir. I reported in a month ago. See the site in front of you? Huh? Isn't it a monumental? 15 years ago, this place was still wasteland. Not even a single nomadic plate yet. You wouldn't see Ryan Lab on the fold-out of Trimon's back in those days. Meet Parvis for tea if you get the chance. You got a lot to learn, Ben. But you won't find it in your handbook. Alright, got it, sir. Well, look at that. I still have 4 minutes left. How often you call me when it's light out, Ferdinand? Of course. I mean, yeah, of course. Why would you have a name that's easy to pronounce, like Ferdinand? That would make too much sense. Old Haydock. Are you done with everything I asked? At least 3 empty seats for Ryan Lab's directors meeting today. No, that's not enough. Oh? Which director's next? You finally fed up with the old goat behind the chimeric organism? The chimeric organism experiments? Do you want the dreamer at the test site to never come back? Where does Rhodes Island's people went to that site? Where'd you go? There is a bug. Where did it go? Been warming up. Bugs have been coming back. I don't appreciate it. The experiment's almost complete. I don't want anyone getting in the way before it's done. Understood. You want me on site? No. No need for that. Oh, cruel. Your assistant's one of the hostages, isn't she? Saw that Elena girl once. She's as pretty as she is hardworking. I had a feeling you'd like her. She's with energy. She can wrangle the pioneers. You keep an eye on developments in the city. It's unlikely Rhodes Island would only send 2 operators to the site. Don't forget, Saria's had a line on them all this time. Oh, your defense director again? Saria's already stalled our experiments long enough. Both the Colonel and I are running short of patience. Remember, they can't find anything this time. This is the place, Doctor. The last message we got from Saria was sent from this alley. A rather commercial sector. That's the exact sector she was in. She was waiting for Mulsis. They agreed to meet at a specific time. Seems like Mulsis got chased here. She wasn't being pursued, she'd never choose to set foot in this alley. No matter who it was, acting in the open streets would have obviously been too risky. Sorry, give me a point on Mulsis once. Right. Search complete. Ability to manipulate water molecules. Whether it be energy conversion type or matter reconstructing type in terms of originating arts. No matter which principle it is, it's powerful at a glance. Water molecules, no flaws visible to the naked eye. Even more interesting, experimental research folks and us mechanists are alike. Powers of observation are unusually razor keen. If fooled even silence and mayor, then it's not your ordinary arts illusion. Mulesius is basically fight and flight in one. There's a couple of scorch marks on the ground. Not very wide range. Whoever did it, all signs point to some kind of technical equipment used to heat the air surrounding Ulysses. Considering her arts are heavily dependent on water molecules, her opponent must have known her very well. As well as we do. You mean... there might be a Ryan inside her too. Doctor, watch out. I was almost well done there. It was an energy weapon. Shot from deep inside the alley. Enemy's only 30 meters from us, give or take. And getting closer. Doctor, you'll want to stay behind me. Defense system active. Hold out. You literally look like Justice Knight crossed with the guards from Mansfield Break. Like, that's the only thing that I see when I look at you. Doctor, I've never seen this model of power armor before. It's new. Without testing, I can't tell you exactly how destructive any weapon hooked up to this could get. And by that, I mean we need a change of plans. Escape system active. Now get on my back. Here we go. I see you have a little bubble. Blocks one instance of physical or arts damage. Oh, okay, that's fine. What if I just...
There's enemies?
Oh, okay. What? Door 1 failure. Product of Dorothy's failed experiments. Okay. Door 2 replica. What? What is this? Whoa? We'll go with this. And then this. Okay, so you're ranged. But I mean, I can be too.
Let me create a diversion.
Favorite enemy type, geometry.
Now's the time to help everyone out. I'm so tired. Get back!
Mission accomplished.
Buggy. I can't believe it. That signal interference active in everything. Even Clojure's own latest drone gen wouldn't detect our location. What sensory tech is this power armor using? Can you paralyze it? I don't want to draw attention. Hold on tight, Doctor. 10% power. Aim. Bingo. Clear damage to right arm plating detected. No reduction in speed, showed no signs of slowing when hit either. What's in that suit? Do they not feel pain? Oh gosh, flashbang, hello. Damage to left arm. Damage to lower right leg. Doctor, it's not reacting to the damage at all. If we want to stop it, I'll need to paralyze its power core in one shot. Come on, this makes no sense. Even the most well-trained soldier wouldn't have this much tolerance. You're right. The mere fact of living, no individual can wholly suppress their most basic nervous responses. I just punched the living out of it. A hand smashes into the power armor's core. Countless mechanical fragments burst out like fireworks, just as the blood of a fellow lifeform would. No time to waste, that hand pulls out. The mecha fragment, extracted by sheer force, turns to dust together with the pure white plating covering her 5 digits. It all drifts down to the floor, where it forms paper-thin calcium crystal layer. The power armor lies on the ground, the heat of its energy snuffed. A clean hole left through its torso. You pierced that power armor's core barehanded? The might of mights. If they're not quieter than my defensive cannon. That was quieter? I feel like punching through solid metal is not going to be quiet, but okay. Sure. Doctor, looks like the Bureau of Originium whatever won't be taking us in for attempted bombing today. I do not miss Colombian jail even a little bit. Thanks for that, Sarah. No need, Doctor. Mechanist. I know I'm getting Rhodes Island involved in Ryan's internal affairs. I have a duty to ensure you don't come to any harm. Your name was right on the money. Rhodes Island's people have already found Sario. Should we maintain pursuit, ma'am? I stuffed you inside that power armor just now. Do you think you'd survive? I mean, fair enough. Relax. Just a hypothetical. Yeah, no matter how powerful Saria is, there's only 3 of them. We've got them way outnumbered, and outgunned with our secret weapon. You gotta fight the enemy at your own peril. Haven't you been around Rhineland enough to learn? The punier a scientist looks, the harder she might just pulverize you. You mean that mechanist? The professor-looking one with the head and face? They can't be stronger than Ryan's defense director, right? Rhodes Island. You've got talent for days. Let's go. I'm in love with that hypothetical just now. I've got a few new ideas I want to try out. I don't like that. That scares me. Good evening, Colonel. Plenty. Give me a rundown of what's going on at the site. Just minor boat rocking. You know how hard it is for pioneers to be satisfied, no matter how generous you get with their terms. Initiative is a strong point and forms the basis of Columbia's endless expansion, but it sometimes carries with it a little hassle. So it's hassle, not hassle at time. I want to see the results you promised, not Rhineland and the gossip rags. Remember, you aren't the only tech company in Columbia. Understood. Rest assured, Colonel. Rhinelab's products will not let you down. So I've got a whole crew running out of this now. You say your plan's hopeless, and no one's gonna listen to us. We can try everything we want, we'll never get our voices out. We're also asking who cares what Rhineland's up to. Like, we just need to get this work done sooner, get our money, move on to the next place, and keep going. This is the guys who went missing. Well, their luck just ran out. Every Pioneer teams out in the Deep Waste see a lot more dead every year than we do anyway. I get it. Tell them to just hold on a little longer. I'll bring our people back. So what's your plan? I'm gonna head out for a bit. Out? Isn't that too dangerous? If the cops send sharpshooters, they might just be waiting for you to come out. Sounds like a good deal to me. What? You're keeping your head together, right? Police sharpshooter, right? Might just be an old friend of mine. Got shot with the crossbow. This is how it's gotta be. It's not gonna hurt too bad. Sunny. Olivia Rebecca? Doc Moore? I need to come out for a walk. We can drop the pretense. Do we have a choice here? Afraid not. Keep your chin up. Once the folks outside get to see the score, maybe they'll change their minds. Open up to taking our demands seriously. Officer, we got movement. Drones, prepare to fire. No, hold your fire. Officer? Can't hurt the hostages. You, Dr. Silence, over here. Their development, man. Take a look through the binoculars. Those are your two colleagues behind the Pioneer? Sir, the comm lit up. Give it. I knew it'd be you. I could say the same thing. You, made rank, right? And you get the chance to congratulate you. I knew you'd stay at that precinct so long. You keep getting all this hassle from the frontier. I never thought you'd end up so depraved. Do you still remember any of the classes you took? Your law courses? Still remember what you said to me the day I joined the force? That's great. We'll be partners again. It'll be just like all those games we played as kids. We'll protect Columbia's peace and bring the bad guys to justice. How's that irony? You're the bad guy number one right here and now. Mary. What's all the crap your boys are holding? Handmade weapons? Drop those things before you embarrass yourselves in any more. You degraded yourself this far, but you still have an option. One final option. Let those two innocent ladies next to you go. No, that's none of the cards for now. Damn it, you're inching over the cliff here. Sure, the government lets a criminal join the Pioneers if he doesn't want to do hard time. But if you break the law again out on the frontier, what charges does that buy you? Answer me, Counsel. Don't call me that, Mary. I'm begging you. You're trying to guilt trip me. Yeah, I feel guilty now. Guilty I let you go when you broke into my house. I should have hauled your ass straight to the station. It was a long time ago. I mean, I'd only just... I'm sorry. I've always been sorry about that. But this time, I have a reason for doing all this. You have to hear me out. Please. Sir. What? The doc, she... Doc Moore? Configuration. Error. Entering power save mode. Oh, shoot, Joyce. What's happening to her, Doctor? You can tell. She's having an attack. What? Is it neuropathy? Come on, I got her. There's drugs for her, right? I can't do injections. Come on, she looks like hell. I've got this first aid treatment band Ryan gave us. It's just something for neuropathy flare-ups, right? Put it on her. You're willing to give your own emergency care device to Joyce? You hand her that band, your odds of survival go down significantly on the off chance you get a sudden attack. Doc's been good to us all this time. I don't want anything to happen to her. You say as the ones who kidnapped me and Joyce. Never wanted to do you dirty. I'm sorry. It's a bunch of selfish nobodies. Are the comms still going? Ma'am, would you mind giving me permission to talk to the pioneers? The Liberi experiencing an attack is my colleague and my good friend. And more important still, I am her attending physician. I want to gather her situation from the pioneers. Judging by their reactions, they clearly aren't unconcerned for her. Go nuts. We don't have much time. We just got orders from on high. Pioneers refuse to cooperate for another 10 minutes. We'll cut all comms to the test site, along with all power to their living quarters. You'll cut the electricity? Day-night temperature swings are massive in the Barrens. We'll be freezing by midnight. And there's several late-stage neuropathy patients among the pioneers. They need medical facilities to live. I know. That's what makes this a warning. You know how serious Ryan and the police are here. All the protests and demands have to be founded on a legal basis. Once they take the criminal route, no one's going to hear them out. But aren't you friends with that pioneer leader? Friends? When he abandoned himself, there was nothing left to say. Flubbed over my words there, sorry. How is she? Your time blood crystal density is dropping. Eye movements indicate still highly irregular. Eye movement indices are still highly irregular. Eye movement indices? Due to her erypathy's focus lying in the brain. Any fluctuation in her condition will impact her nervous system, cause her to fall into deep sleep, and go so far as to trigger epileptic attacks. Who's there? The comms are still open. Hello, sir. I'm Joyce Moore's attending physician. My name is Silence. Doc Silence. Firstly, I'd like to offer you my thanks. Joyce's condition has only stabilized so quickly with your aid, and that of the other pioneers. You're here to thank us kidnappers, huh? In return, please trust me when I say this, we really truly wish to assist you. We still have 5 minutes before your comms and power to your living quarters are simultaneously cut. Sir, we've got a blackout! Seems they've acted ahead of schedule. Let's let it. I'd appreciate you being willing to warn us. I gathered from Ma'am Mary that you'd like a dialogue with Rhine Lab's upper management. Can I ask why that is? I want to beg them to stop the experiments that we're doing here. To what? You're good, Doc. Same as Doc Moore here. Something tells me stopping a project this big's out of your hands. Can you tell the Rhine Lab boss that this experiment is seriously wicked, dangerous? Sir, do you have any proof? Even if I did, would you believe me? A lone pioneer at the end of his rope? Obviously, we're all set. We can cut the site's comms at any time. Wait for Doc Silence to finish. But the director's demanding immediate... Sorry, what place rank does your director hold? Remind me. Tell freaking Ferdinand that saving people is my job. I'm not taking him on a ride-along here. The director's been in contact with the commissioner officer. They drew up his plan together. Director Ferdinand? I imagine defense would fall under energy's purview. If Ferdinand feels that structural is to his to rule too, then I would not mind resigning from Rhine Lab effective immediately. Silence is one of my favorite types of characters. Like, I'm all, you know. I'm quiet, and I can talk, and I'm helpful, and... and then... Oh, you wanna throw hands, buddy? You wanna... You wanna play that game? Two can play at that game. And let me tell you something, I'm a better player than you. I love characters like that. Joyce? Joyce! Is she asleep? She lost consciousness. If we don't get her treatment in time, she'll experience brain death before long. Sir, I'm preparing to enter the site now. I understand your concerns, so I would like to assure you I will not be carrying any weapons. Don't do anything stupid, Doctor. I know full well what I'm doing. Sir, I will not allow any police officers nor defense personnel to follow me. Research your silence. I will report your conduct to Director Parvis. I am entering test site 359 under my status as Rhodes Island operator. Me too. And my electrical engineering colleague will accompany me. We will provide medical services free of charge to the uropathy patients on site. Not just for my friend, but for all of you. I do not care what choices Ryan Lab makes in the wake of this. I only know this. Treating the infected is constant to the Rhodes Island Code of Conduct. Saga jump scare. Alright then, here we go. So far, I'm not seeing anything too terribly weird with gimmicks and all that. Like, yeah, it negates one thing of damage, but that's it. That's nothing too serious. Sir, your insurance premiums for the month. That's a lot. I mean, I just paid a few days ago. Then we can only cover your prescription drugs costs for the rest of the month. And the policy means you'll need to get a physical at a designated healthcare facility before the first of the month. They still haven't given me my loan. I've been trying, damn it. Just let me take my parents' deli as collateral, will be fine. Sir, the payment is due tomorrow. If you can't pay your premiums on time, then you definitely can't afford follow-up treatment. Considering your health and social issues around it, your only option would be to move into an infected treatment zone next month. Infected treatment zone? Yes. Don't worry. You'll enjoy even deeper discounts on healthcare there. No, I don't want to... Going in there... That's a dead end. My life would be over. Sir? Mr. Sonny? Are you feeling alright? I heard how hard you were breathing. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. I came here with Dr. Silence, and your men checked us over. We're not carrying anything dangerous. Sorry, force of habit. No need to apologize. I understand. It's always hard when the darkness creeps in. Could you come a little closer? Body heat makes things much warmer. You won't go numb this way, even if you've got to sleep. Where's the others? Dr. Silent's medical drone installation has an emergency power source. She's inside the building right now, giving Tolopsis a health checkup, and Miss Ellen is with them too. Sam's... He's followed your plan. You get all the pioneers in poor health together in there. Let me ask you a favor. Don't tell Sam or anyone how I just... I understand. You're that leader. If you thought your strength wasn't holding up at such a key moment, you could lose control of the pioneer team. I'm not trying to say your team isn't united enough, but the darkness usually has a way of pushing on variables. You've got a mile of experience. I'm a Bolivarian. Blackouts were pretty common back in the city I'm from. Bolivar. There's a war there? I never had easy guess for where the fires of war would stall out back home. It's been hard for you. Get yourself out of there, I mean. Those all thanks to my colleagues. The way I see it, you and your pioneer team are even more amazing. Me? Amazing? Why are you laughing? Those stupid company ads made it all the way down to Bolivar. No, I don't mean like that. No matter how you look at it, you got here by your own 2 feet. No one who came before you, the immigrants from Victoria, Gaul, and Bolivar. It's their footprints altogether that led up these wilds. You got away with words. Yeah, I'm just telling it like it is. I was wanting to see what the famous Colombian frontier was like. Well, you disappointed? I'll be more desolate than your hometown here. No, Sonny, I think I've learned a lot. For example, the way your power lines are designed is really economical and efficient, just like Mechanist described. Officer, the vehicle's ready. Make sure you've got the right equipment. I saw them with handmade crossbows. When they get a little darker, then send in a few drones ahead to the Pioneer living quarters, confirm the position of every hostage and bandit. I'll follow behind and look for a good opportunity to bust in. Then, what about Researcher Silence and Rhodes Island Operator? What are you going for here? I'm not sure which side they're on. Is that how you online libraries work? Gotta pick a side first, no matter what you're doing? We just want to ensure all problems are resolved. That's what we do in defense, officer. And what I do is help people. Listen, I don't care what you guys want to do. My advice is to make sure you don't get in the way of my job, either. So you're saying it's Rhode Islanders who saved you? Rhode Island didn't just save my life in the accident. They gave me the chance to continue my education. I'm where I am today because Rhode Island changed my life. What a nice company. Any other time and place, I would have thought you were running a recruitment drive. Mr. Sonny, if you do have an interest, you can absolutely send your CV to Rhodes Island. Me? A pioneer? Looking like a kidnapper now. Handing my CV to a company as fine as you're talking about? Pretty funny joke there. Humble yourself all you want, but I can still tell how much potential you got as an engineer. Not to mention your 3 ladies in there. They're all infected and they still got hired by Rhine Lab. You know how tough that is? Yeah, they definitely are outstanding. No, not just outstanding. They're 1 in a million. Top of their fields. Got so many infected each year, and only the tiniest number of talents ever get pardoned. Rhodes Island. Yeah, Mr. Gray. You want to tell me Rhodes Island never gives terms that harsh when it saves people. Even if I was willing to believe you, believe your special kind of faith in the company that saved your life, believe it was ready to go against its own nature, self-interest and treating infected fair and square. You still can't tell me you're not lucky to be one of the chosen ones. If the sap's left over, they get round up to sit and wait until they're drawn in the mud. Only their chances to try taking a few steps, face up to bigger danger, and go looking for the tiniest place where, just for a moment, they can miss their feet. Them and me are all in the same boat. No soul to save us. We can't save ourselves. Olivia, do you ever think this is going to help? Mrs. Brain activity indicators have stabilized somewhat. Administered some intravenous nervous depressants. Used to be a routine treatment method. The effect isn't especially ideal in this case, but her attack have some other trigger. Isn't she still in some serious danger either way? Yes, as long as we can't treat the cause, she needs a better care environment. That's great, but I'm not even asking about Joyce's condition. Billy Gray and the Pioneer Leader go on patrol together. That wasn't my decision. That was Gray's own idea. You're the captain. I haven't spent as much time on the Rhodes Island land ship as you two have. I know how the company works, Olivia. I'm not trying to criticize you. But if Gray runs into trouble or we're held up treating Joyce, you won't forgive yourself. Do you believe Sonny would more easily trust Gray or us? Is there a difference? I recall you were unfortunate enough to catch a Ripathy in the testing accident at Rhine headquarters. Yes. Did it cross your mind at the time? You might never be able to do research again? Of course it did. The boss, Ferdinand, sent a new contract right out, extending the 3 years to 10, giving me a 30% raise. You were Employee of the Year. Yeah, not much of a consolation prize, right? You know, the time I was getting treated at Rhodes, I ended up writing the director 3 entire conference papers. I understand your perspective. I'm more or less the same. But far less purely optimistic than you. I've worried about the future. Following from that, I was thankful to Parvis and Rhinelab for a time. But I've never doubted my own abilities, or what they could do for Rhinelab in return. For us, our empathy is a challenge to overcome. It's not going to gnaw our entire lives away. And that's why Gray can do what we can't. Mr. Sunny, I'd like to point out there's a kind of contradiction in what you're saying. For real? You say that the pioneers risk it all in search of the next place to rest their feet. So how do you know we're not about to come across a way out? Sir, the building. The power's back. What the hell? Wait, you son of a gun. That's what you were doing the whole time you were talking to me? Mr. Sunny, if I hadn't run into the darkness back then, I wouldn't have ever met the Rhodes Islanders who came before me, carrying the light. Trust me, sometimes taking one more step really does mean something. Even if I'm already standing on the brink. Even if you've already jumped off. We've seen you reaching out your hand. You're crying out to us for help. We'll do everything we can to catch you. No matter what you've been through, it's far from time to give up yet. He's such a good boy! We've got power. Did Gray do it? That's a relief. Joyce is showing a reaction to the light. What's he to be so focused even now? Ladies? Why are you back alone? Where's Gray? This is the only place with power right now. He's making for the other quarters. You don't trust me, do you? Stay back. Elena? Olivia, you said he wouldn't trust us, but I have even less grounds to trust him. He tricked me and Joyce into coming here, and I've kept quiet on the whole time. I saw more of them surrounding the labs. All those pioneers are armed. It's not what you think. What do I think, huh? You said you didn't want to do anyone dirty. You forgot how Dorothy's been treating you all? You're going to hurt her for your own selfish ends. Is that... Did you pull an alarm? I've been planning to for a long time. I'm sure the police and my defense colleagues are already on the way. You won't need any drones to pin our position now. What's thanks to Gray for this? So that's why I got the power back on. Don't project your own gloomy mind on him. Gray really does want to help you, just like Dorothy and Joyce do. Out of respect for them, I'll consider letting you off the hook. So whatever plans you had before, give them up before it's too late. Are the drones out? Not yet. Our people are waiting for your order. And tell me, what the hell is that thing shining above the site? Snow close. It'll all be good soon. That's some goddamn beautiful light. Is it? Thank you. Got me feeling thought out some, even working with you here. Just that bit left in the front now, right? We'll show those megacorpers. Get whatever you want from us. We won't take it sitting down. Not while we still got our own 2 hands to get things done. Wait, something's wrong. Hold on a second. What is it? Don't go any further. The light is in my arts. Dark silence. I'd like to ask just one more time. Are you really willing to trust the Pioneer? I'm a doctor and a researcher. I'm like my colleagues. And that I trust the truth. What's the deal outside? What are they all running around for? Did you... No, none of my orders. Get away from me, you bastard! Shit. Police are probably here to rescue us. No, stay in here. What the hell is wrong with you now? My guess is that thing's come again. What thing? Well, the truth I wanted to tell you about. Now, to keep away from the door. It's a door. Gotta watch out. Has he been hurt? Or is he having an attack? Stay away from him. Teammates clearly in need of assistance. Watch what's behind him. An irregularly shaped object hangs in the air. Its surface is exceptionally glossy, shooting gentle silver rays all about, and it hovers faintly up and down in this moment, as if following some sort of breathing pattern. You're rising up behind the Pioneer, about 3 seconds pass where it hangs in the air. And immediately it slowly rotates its own body, as if curiously assessing every human at the scene. It's... Run.
I've got this, I've got this. I can do this.
A second. Now we go.
I know what it is I want.
Let me create a diversion. 獲物を見つけました。
じゃあこの宴会の歌に耳を傾けて。
And then you go there.
Now's the time to help everyone out.
I'm listening.
Just place down one of each of you. Oh, hello, power armor.
私についてきて。永遠の故郷に帰りましょう。
I spot the movement.
Okay, the battle music isn't as good as Guide Ahead, but it's pretty darn close, in my opinion. I need to set your thing to the second skill. Skill 2.
Can I get away from me? Please! 福音が指先に集まる。
Mission accomplished.
There we go. To admit, I wasn't expecting that. Up until I saw Saria do it. Rest assured, I have no intention of going back to prison either. And that makes clearing up the crime scene here a lot easier. Adrenaline mechanists won't take much time to pull a machine apart. But I'm wondering, did you know it was empty inside? This part of its power state a few times before. You've been hunted by them too? In a sense. But the other way around, honestly. Showing up here, then that goes to show someone really doesn't want us tracking Mulesi's whereabouts. Who's that someone gonna be? Hello, upstairs neighbors. There are many possibilities. I don't contact Milsey as much. I didn't know that she was participating in some Rhine Lab secret experiment before she disappeared. Considering I left Rhine long ago, her divulging as much to me already violated her NDA. Does Rhine Defense dispatch cutting-edge weapons to eliminate info-leaking employees? I'll take your silence as a yes. Got it. That's non-disclosure too. Rose Island sure is a friendly enterprise than a doctor. How else did we get either of you? You'll see this an ordinary Rhine Lab employee. Taking driver to an edge. To the edge, their professionalism has to be on par with mine. This model power armor made a showing in certain mercenary groups about half a year ago. Neither its defensive material nor its equipped weaponry are outstanding. Oh no, it's comparable to military manufactured power armor from 5 years ago. Save for one very notable point. It doesn't demand anything from its user. Anything. How low do the requirements go? Any being whose physiological parameters can maintain a certain exercise state satisfies the requirements. I can, you can, and the doctor can. Yeah, that's low. Only crack troops used to be able to wear power armor. Picture controlling that giant contraption for extended periods of fighting and not drowning in your own vomit in the process? Genuine wasn't something anyone could do without training. Nothing Darnar, she'll tell you. She only wore it one time ever and it made her want to quit the military right then and there. Imagine these intervening years have been enough for them to iterate the technology a couple dozen times over, and there's no shortage of vets among the mercenaries. For anyone to wear it? That's an invention that might change how whole wars are fought. Some of the power R's are only out there extremely low numbers, which makes it obvious this tech is only in its prototype phase. I'm on the trail of its source right now. Getting leads isn't a cakewalk. There's so many other experimental weapons. Power armor is extremely advanced tech, right? These might not be clients. In the eyes of people who order this stuff, mercenaries and these latest power suits are interchangeable. It's only experimental. The edge projected from nomadic cities is often the boundary where the rules of civilization no longer apply. The mercenaries active in the Barrens seem as the pioneers are the most convenient test subjects. Even if an experiment fails and they're disposed of, hardly anyone is going to pursue their whereabouts. But soon enough, the next batch of test subjects get funneled in. Don't any of them fight it? No point in fighting it. The mercenaries are fully aware the new weapons in their hands could explode, but they could also be stronger than whatever their opponents are wielding. Legally, these mutually consenting deals are on the verge of compliance. Mr. Mechanist, have you discovered anything new? Something feels off. Something felt off from the very beginning. Nobody in the power armor. I did not tell that at the glance. Mercs could be remote controlling it from a distance, or maybe they set it up with automated programming. But no matter what, there'd be distinct patterns in its behavior. Like Lancet 2 and Castle 3. Obviously, they're not that flexible. Even the highest grade of automation out of the newest crop of Rhode Island's R&D weaponry wouldn't escape my eyes. Want me to believe that a bunch of dumb army-funded mechanics mechanists can pull it off? What are you doing? Severing the power armor's central nerves. There's something dripping out of these tubes. It's silver liquid. What is this substance? Maybe it's the answer to your question. Did we get away? I haven't run this fast in a long time. What exactly was... It followed us? Get down. This isn't the same one as before. Or at least 10, even more actually. They've surrounded the living quarters. They're multiplying. Multiplying? Have you seen those things before? Explain. Dr. Arbika, shouldn't you be the one explaining? What the ever-loving hell do you mean? Move. This thing's too fast. I don't want to imagine what happens if I touch you. Do you think we should head back inside? Better we don't. Why? That's the building we were in. Under an invisible, massively powerful attack, the Pioneer's hut violently slays, the flimsy windows and doors shattering in quick succession. At practically the same time, the peculiar objects that were hanging in the air before fly straight at the room. Silver liquid oozes through the cracks in every frame at lightning speed, just as a minute creature would smell blood and dig fearlessly into the prey's wounds. In the next instant, something that defies all comprehension, including the scientists, decides to take place. Did that building just disappear? No, it didn't disappear. It was disintegrated. What? Do you see those things floating in the air? Trying to tell me that used to be part of the building? I fear that maybe the entire building. Just as her voice falls silent, the fragments frozen in midair come falling down one after another. Cacophony, dust, detritus everywhere. It's like the restarting of a clock stopped by force, and everything that existed by all rights returns. Did I get hit by some kind of mind control arts? I mean, if not, then everything I just saw somehow violated every law of physics I know. The work of those silver liquids. They disperse into innumerable minute individuals, dismantled and lifted away every section of that room, and then reassembled it. Like there were dozens of invisible hands? It sounds like you ladies are talking about ghosts. Wait, Philipsis. Shit, Joyce was in the room. Don't tell me she got... Myers, you made it out too. God, talk more out of there. Joyce. Thank God she's okay. His wounds aren't severe, but his endurance has been overtaxed. He urgently needs rest. We can't just hang around this place. None of the Pioneer quarters are safe anymore. Did you see that? I don't know what you're referring to. Knock it off. I know you're not that dumb. Did you not feel that tremor just now? Was this floating thing some new model of drone or something? You might have developed those yourself, damn it. I can only tell you that we did not take any action against the site on your orders. Who is your boss again, Ferdinand? Mr. Ferdinand Clooney is the director of Ryan Labs' energy section. I don't care how your company's structured. Give me your comm. I want to talk to him. Director Clooney is extremely busy. Then I'm going to need you to pass along a message. Ask if he knows what a bastard he is. He knows. And he does not care. Director, you have a message sent from the officer. Director, you have a message sent from observation at the site. Well. Also, your son appears to need you for something. Should I put him through? Same play. Tell him I'm busy. Right. Send the Condit Savellina's most recent report to my terminal. Alright, Director. How many times have I told you? Don't call me Director. Sorry, Mr. Clooney. Speaking of Elena, I gather you get along very well with her. Brainstorm for me. What kind of present would she like? I don't like that. Olivia. I'm sorry. Treating the wounded pioneers has me occupied. Are you hurt? I'm fine. I don't have field experience like you do, but I can take care of myself at least. Even then, shouldn't we be evacuating ASAP? The whole site's in chaos. Pioneers are busy with themselves, so we've got a good opportunity to escape. I'm positive the director got my message. We'll send people to fetch us. Once we meet back up with our colleagues at Defense, we'll be in perfect position to wipe out the threat to the site and save Dorothy. Maybe you're right. Maybe? I can't do it. It's not in my power to leave these people for dead. Gosh dang it, I'm dropping things. Because now, I couldn't do it. Leave Joseph for dead. You saw. Black Clouds. Still got a few casualties here. Drone. We're not gonna last much longer if they keep this up. Tried every way to attack it. No dice. Those freaks don't hurt. They're impossible to break. We don't even got nowhere to hide. So why are you telling them all this? They could be getting off on it. These things above our heads are all mystery weapons set up by the Fuzz and the Megacorps. They want us trapped in this test site forever. Sam, lay off that for now. Everyone, I've got an idea. Great. Do you have some kind of proposal? Take your time. You're running too fast. Careful not to bruise yourself. I've noticed those objects seem to tailor to light and human voices. Watch. They're following your Earth's light ball away into the air. It's only temporary. My Earth aren't able to trick them for long. Don't know you can. Did very well at that. Photo access. Brought up an interesting line of thought. Greg, can you assist in evacuating the nearby pioneers? They trust you. Move them somewhere dark and tell them they need to keep quiet. Sure, I know what to do. I've done work like this plenty of times with the senior operators. Dr. Silence, you and Miss Eleanor take care too. What else then? Make some signs of movement. The larger the better. That's to cover the sounds of others' footsteps at minimum. On it. Sam, call 5 or 6 guys over if you can. Take whatever gear makes the most noise. Are you seriously going along with them? You got a better idea? Whatever you say, boss. Fair enough. Drive a silver body to our location. So we act as bait, and then what? For now, still as long as we can. And then come to the laboratories. That voice. Dorothy? Yes, it's me, Dorothy. I did a quick rig on the laboratory PAs. I hope they didn't scare you. Are you alright? I'm completely safe. You don't need to worry about me. The laboratory buildings are sturdier, and they will help you resist the threat. But you Pioneer team friends, or Ryan co-workers, the laboratory's doors are open to you.
Hi. 私が参戦したからには当然の結果です。これでもう誰もランデン修道院がラテラーノの飾り物だなんて思いま
Given
せん
the enemies we've been fighting are Dorothy's failed experiments, I'm a little bit suspicious. Just a little bit. About what exactly is going on here. I'm going to give a little credit to Dorothy, though, because if it says they're failed experiments, then odds are it was not intended. And that's why she's opening up her doors. Trying to make up for it, but, you know. Oh boy, we're going to see some funny things. I actually really like the lobby theme. I really like that lobby theme. I don't know why, but I do.
Vermin.
Ryan takes our series power armor. It's inactive right now. Careful with the test subjects. Give them to me. Speed this up a bit. Assume you notice enemies approaching from the other direction. These subjects approach the power armor, they will be absorbed by the armor, charging its energy. Power armor will activate and initiate search and destroy protocols when fully charged. That's nice. Why? Warning. Power armor activated. Situation is stable. It requires operator assistance. There's another inactive power armor of a different model here. There are yet more secrets here. So I can block you here.
Got it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
冷静に
Down you go.
Oh my gosh.
慌てないで
You hit like a truck. I couldn't activate that. Silence, please. Thank you.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, so as long as the armor isn't activated, we're okay to just kind of let it be?
医療班は現地にて感染者の組織採取を行い当エリアの感染サンプルとしてください
Rhineland and Krypton records? They hurt, indeed. um, so, question. Where did the stuff go? Said I got data? Documents? Something like that? I don't know, whatever. Oh, right there. I see. PV3 with 3 stars and defeated at least 1 heavy armor? Ah, okay. So it's challenge things. Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna go and change your stuff real quick. Actually no, we'll keep it at that. That's fine. We're good. That's fine. What is the nature of Originium arts? The Spirecasters of Lithuanian and the academicians? That's a word. Of Columbia each developed their own separate theories. Of course, both are simply packaging for the benefit of their respective adherents. Regardless of any differences in terminology, the two theories describe the same relationships. Originium arts involve the caster exerting influence on external matter through a medium, i.e. an arts unit. The arts unit receives and encodes the caster's neural activity, releasing it as an energy that interacts with matter or its component particles, resulting in the desired effect. Modern arts units are the product of advances in both theory and industry, with complex energy conversion circuits at their core. Clearly, not all Originium products are suited for this purpose. However, we cannot ignore how the infected are able to use arts without an arts unit, using their infected organs to a similar effect. We've all heard the terrifying rumors of the Lithuanian Spirecasters using one or more infected as a medium for casting, and in effect turning them into massive energy conversion circuits. Of course, such blatant ethical violations would never be allowed in Columbia. Sure. What about safe artificial implants that could serve the same purpose, though? Just as those who've lost their legs and accidents can walk again with prosthetics, or those bone blind can see with corneal transplants, those without the ability to use Originium arts may one day harness the same power. I'm seeing some shocked faces in the audience. Let me emphasize that this is all hypothetical for now. But I was invited here today by my alma mater to talk about the research that our institute is currently conducting. And ever since I was a student, I've wanted to do more for Columbia using Originium arts, for everyone in this rapidly evolving society. Lithuania distributes social resources according to Originium arts assimilation. Here in Columbia, however, we believe that all men are created equal. Address to the Trimounts Institute of Technology by Loken Williams, founder of Loken Water Tank Laboratory. Composition analysis failed. Liquid does not match any known compound. Look. White crystals form at her fingertips, spreading to cover her entire hand and forearm. Yes, that's what she can do. This scene that you just saw, which is as familiar to you from the combat reports as from your own experience. Danger? Sorry, that does not answer. Of course not. Suddenly she raises her hand and you find her fist in front of your nose. Her fist in front of your nose faster than you can blink. Okay. You hear the sound of mineral impacting metal and you know that mechanists block the attack for you. Before you can catch your breath, you feel something cold touch your neck. Saria's other hand never moved. There's a calcified blade at your throat, nonetheless. You instinctively hold your breath. Explain yourself, Saria. This is the quickest way to explain it. Biooriginium arts reconstruct matter containing calcium at a molecular level. This is what you call calcification. I can control the enamel form this way using my mind without the need to move. No radio signals or programs. They're like an extension of my limbs. You mean the power armor? The power armor is nothing more than a power armor. This silver liquid is the key. It's a neurotransmitter of power armor, linking the brainwaves of the operator to the machine. Like an arts unit. More than that, I should say. I take it the blade was removed from our neck? And also, why did you have to explain it like that? Couldn't you have just like, ooh, look, it's moving in the air. Like, couldn't you have done that instead of, you know, threatening to kill me? Like, I feel like that's a better option. As much as I like you, Saria, I don't appreciate having you put a friggin' sword up against my neck. An intuitive explanation. Sorry if it caused any discomfort. You caused a little bit more than that, but okay. I would not have gone for the doctor's hand were it not for that gesture to me. What? Wait, what? What? Raises her hand and you find her fist in front of your nose faster than you can blink. You hear the sound of mineral impacting metal and you know that mechanists block the attack for you. Cold touch your neck. Saria's hand never moved. Calcified blade at your throat. What? Okay, I'm confused. I don't fully know what just happened. There's someone I want to see. As far as I know, he's the first to actually use this prototype power armor. I'd like you to come with Mechanist. We know there's other people who can use a calcification sort of thing. You saw them go into a bar near the university? Yes, ma'am. All three of them. I can guess who it is Saria's looking for. We saw him last week. Didn't he agree not to meet anyone from Rhine Lab? Is Saria still Rhine? I don't think she knows the answer herself. Should we stop them? No. I'm curious how much Saria knows. It's about time we had a talk. Oh, one more thing. Loken Williams is a graduate of the Trimounts Institute of Technology. Loken Williams? Who's that? I guess time really does fly. One accident and everyone forgets the brightest star of academia. Zarya and the control of Rhine lab went to get to the same school. Social gatherings in Columbia's tech sector are basically all the TIT reunions. Wish I could have spent some time at that school myself. Let's go. Maybe it's not too late to join the fun. That's fight sounds. So let's firebomb. Throw it far as you can. Here it goes. With me, get inside. We got everybody? Yes, sir. All present and accounted for. What about the monsters? Not yet. The flask is still burning. Looks like it's got their attention. Thank you, everyone. We have all the injured. What's next, Doc Silence? Sir, at the door. It won't open. What the hell is going on? You lock that door, Doc? I've never been to this test site before. Dr. Abika? The lab doors are automatic. But it's locked. Doctor? What are you complaining about? Aren't you afraid of those silver constructs outside? We're supposed to know if you're trying to keep them out or keep us in. Maybe you planned all this. Are you joking? You're saying I somehow made you kidnap me? Watch it. You're a prisoner, don't forget. Sam? You're the one who said these white coats are fooling us. No, be quiet for a second. You hear Doc Silence? A rustle. Something slithering on the ground. Do not stop and do not look back. Push open the third door on your right. It opened. Do not be afraid. I will protect you. As always. Be not afraid. Test results for the latest batch of transmitter? Yes, sir. In a laboratory environment, of course. A 1.7% increase in efficiency. A massive breakthrough in 1 month. Excellent work. Do you need more time? 10 days? 20? Sorry. Come now, don't frighten the youths like that. No wonder the staff so fear the accolades of the Director of Energy. Come to boast about your people skills, Parvis. Just passing through. Back to your lab now, poor little fellow. I'll keep your director company for a bit. Alright, okay. Thank you. Huh. So quick on his feet. Such as youth, eh? Gone in a flash. I don't see you outside your lab often, except for the director's meetings. What brings you here exactly? Where do I even start? The brain doesn't spin so fast at my age. You were born with white hair, Cabernet. Huh. Oh, now I remember. Do you know where Milsace is? We made a bet. She wagered 10 boxes of black bean tea from hydroponics and ecological. A bet. 2 days ago, she told me that you were planning to rid Ferdinand Clooney's name of the director title. Sonny? Why did you stop? We can't do this. Do what? Can't follow that voice. The voice? You mean Director Franks? Sonny, Director Franks knows this bad level than anyone. I cannot speak. Sonny, Director Franks knows this lab better than anyone. Better than Elena or myself. She'll know where we'll be safe. That's why I don't trust her. Don't you see? She's pulling our strings, guiding every step, drilling into our minds. She's walking us right into her cage, and we're going along with it. Please calm down, Sonny. Exciting could exacerbate your condition. Let me go. Get away from me. Olivia, are you okay? I'm fine. That's enough, Pioneer. I would have left you outside if Olivia didn't insist we help you. Like we wanted to be with you in the first place. I don't understand at all. Dorothy was so kind to you. How's your son, Dirk? Not so good, Dr. Fox. The doctor says he needs an operation. But what's the cost? I think it's past you. Joined the Pioneer team to try and help my boy. This is my first project. We don't have much money. We spent any on neuropathy medicine. Only I knew my son had heart trouble. There's no hope for me, but him. He's still so little. Don't worry, Dirk. I know a way. He's the best heart surgeon I know. Take your son and find her. The best surgeon? In Troymonts? Must be awful pricey. She's an old classmate of mine. Tell her Dorothy Frank sent you. She'll give you a discount. Really? Don't tell anybody. It'd be bad for her reputation if word got out that she gives discounts. I won't tell a soul. Cross my heart. I gotta go. Make a friend for me. Why are you standing there? The coffee's getting cold. So much the better. It'll hurt less when I spill it on you. Are you worried about me? Or the coffee? You can smile and plead all you want, but I'm not lending you lunch money. Looks like it's plain rice for the rest of the month then. A director of Rhine Lab begging for food from a low-level researcher? Can you imagine the scandal? Virginie Mart section is the poorest of the five, after all. I'm not Ferdinand. I have sponsors lined up waiting to dress me in gold from head to tail. At least the boss has good taste. Back on topic, it's not like I don't know the classmate you're talking about. She probably couldn't wait to double her fee when she heard your name. You're willing to pay anything for your pioneer friends. No wonder people take advantage of you. Not what you want. I don't think I can do anything about it. Going back to my lab. Maybe finishing this experiment will help stuff your wallet a little. She did so much for you. And pushed me into keeping it a secret. How could you do this to her? Dr. Rebecca, you're Dorothy Frank's friend. You only see what she wants you to see. You don't know what terrible things she's hiding under the surface. Bronx, my surgery went great. The doctor says I'll be out of the hospital by next week. Fantastic. Would you like to go home and see him? Go home? Back to the city? But I'm infected. I can't enter a nomadic city on my own. Unless you have a new contract that pays for the insurance. You can get a chance, Dirk. When they can change your destiny. Send us a consent form, and you'll be able to go home. Of course, no rush. You have 24 hours to think about it. This is a trick. Nothing in the fine print. It's Sherman's vision. Circle the important points. Make sure you understand the risks. And find me if you have any questions. Dirk. Sir, what are you doing here? Did you sign up for... Give me the consent form. Why? No. Don't you get it? He's stuffing you into a cage to experiment on. So what? Your folks said she's giving me a chance. When was the last time you heard the word chance? I don't need 24 hours. I won't wait another minute for a chance to see my boy. That's how she got Dirk. Not just Dirk. Alan, Gail, Sophia. She knew everyone's weaknesses. No one could say no to her. That's Dorothy Bronx. Those silver creatures were hurt. Silver constructs? They're... You know nothing. How much do the two of you know about our pursuers? One of you calls them creatures, the other uses the word constructs. I'm certain I heard correctly. My people are renowned among Liberi for a sense of hearing. Also, what if we tried communicating? What if we tried actually speaking, having a civil discussion? We apparently have a great listener. Listen, I'm allowed to say that because she just said that. Same here. Uh-huh. Let's you agree on something. Never mind that. No matter what you think of Dorothy, at this moment, she's helping us escape. Follow our instructions for now. If your pursuers are on the other end of the corridor, we'll help you collect your thoughts. Okay, where is everybody going?
私が先導しよう。
Who's moving first? You.
I know what it is I want.
獲物を見つけました。不法者はどこだ。
See there.
抜け野郎が。
安心してきっと大丈夫だから
Let me create a diversion.
I'm listening.
My sword will respond the instant.
Well, they still apparently have HP. I'm gonna place you there.
Marked. 世相に任せ者を切り捨てん。
No, they're gonna do that. We're gonna do this.
すぐに着く
Oh, so you can. Interesting. You have 0 arts resistance.
Can I really
That's all going just straight through you.
I'm so tired
Mission accomplished.
That was easy. Ah, we're back in the bar, huh? The smell is familiar. Too bad there's still work to be done. I miss the sensation of alcohol rushing to my body. Your special drink is machine oil. I've heard you stand on a chair and recite poems when you get drunk. Oh, both those are great. Oh man, what did he say? That doesn't change anything. I'll do that one. If you want to dig deep into those kinds of rumors, Doctor, take Blaze up on it next time she invites you to drink. Locus and the others will... Let's just say that you will see... What you will see will make you forget any rumors about me. Have you found your man, Saria? He spends 20 hours a day here. Keep trying out Sunshine's place. You don't look like someone who drinks during work hours. I'm not. I've never been one to let alcohol interfere with my brain, regardless of the hour. Live a little, Saria. Both of these are yours. You'd better pull yourself together, because I'm not buying a third. What? You're almost 2 after leaving Rhine? How many drinks I'm willing to provide for you depends on how much your information is worth for me. Well then, spit it out. What do you want to know? See the liquid in this test tube? Not for drinking. Please do not drink the silver goo. No, you cannot drink the acid. It will burn you. What's the scene from Despicable Me? Ooh, can I drink that? Do you want to explode? Well, then why are you asking me? Show me your right hand. What are you doing? You're right-handed, but you're holding the glass with your left. Is your right arm still hurt from the subdermal arts unit implant? The what? Sorry, huh? Who's the helmet and the hood? Mine engineering? Homer Kaczynski? Maybe one of those places whose name we dare not speak? Do they change their minds? So they shut me up forever? I promise you I have nothing to do with any of the organizations you mentioned. Not now, not ever. Promise? Words like that aren't even worth a booth in front of me. Doctor, him in it, we willing to talk with us here. It's you I don't trust. Especially not that getup. You're rank in the Colombian tech elite, you know what I mean. I can say, the better about you. Why don't you go get yourself a drink? Alright, I'll be over there. Sorry, I've picked up so many tabs for me. Let me give you some honest advice. Don't dig any deeper if you don't wanna end up like me. It's such to be yours, that power armor you're biting off more than you can chew. Well, he knows something is power armor. Yes. More than anyone else can chew. Do you understand what it is you just said? Of course. It was you who reminded me. I'm not senile yet. It's a very serious accusation. Is it now? An accusation? Oh, the accusation that you had something to do with Muse's disappearance? Or the one that you tried to seize control of Rhinelab? You need stronger evidence than that to blackmail me. Relax, old friend. How long have we worked together? 10 years and then some? You'd think I was the type to come chat with an old friend carrying a bunch of papers, voice recordings, and legal drafts? Just because you did it to me doesn't mean I intend to return the favor. Colombians like to put everything on the negotiating table, but you forget that I'm a cunning old Lithuanian goat who likes to play dumb. What exactly do you want? Just passing by? To encourage an old friend. I don't understand. Thought you were on Control's side. You don't understand? We're researchers after all. There's always more we don't understand than we do. That's part of the fun. You're a lot like Kirsten. Too young and too smart. You're always trying to fly high, not realizing how difficult it is for the others to keep up with you. I'll be left in peace to do my research and not be dragged along the ground. It may only take a couple of years of your administration for the military and big capital to pick Rhinelab to the bone, but it won't happen tomorrow. Surprised you have such a high opinion of me. I need to deal with Director of Defense first, however, in order to get to Kirsten. I didn't think Defense had a director. Look at you, your memory failing at such a tender age. Kirsten never accepted Saria's resignation. I quit. No. No. I don't even care if you don't show up. Just, no, you're still hired. You're still here. Like, what are you going to do if we don't erase your name off the paper, huh? What you gonna do? We still have your name tag. We'll keep it there forever. I never understood how you think, Saria. No one talks about that ever since everything went down all okay. My old employer. They all chose to cut ties no matter how much or how little they knew about the experiments. That's what smart people do. Does that mean you're not smart? I'm still as sharp as ever, huh? Another run if I could. They won't let me. You ask my right hand hurts? Of course it does. Think it would let me live as long as if I didn't give him my hand and become a test subject? I was a goddamn surgeon. I mean, if I had no idea what they wanted me to implant. Still capable of anger, I see. It's like alcohol hasn't completely numbed you. You've changed, Saria. You were angry when you first came to me a few years ago. Oh. Not exactly wearing it on your face. But I can see it. I felt the same way when I learned what kind of experiments I was involved in. There are other ways. You want to take down my lab? You're one of the founders. Anyone after Ryan will be queuing up to take your hand. Taking down Ryan won't solve everything. Kill one beast only for its flesh and blood to feed yet more beasts. Well, a floating water tank is proof. Excuses. You've gone all over the place for Ryan. You're opposed to them on the surface. You're actually doing is cleaning up their messes. When I saw you, I knew the rumors were true. You were willing to go to jail for Ryan Lab. Mansfield incident? Not the smartest thing to do on rumors. The fall of Hydebro was a headache for Director of Energy, what is it? Also, the key supplier has thrown a wrench into his request for a new laboratory site. Not to be major orders, didn't he? It was a setback to whatever experiments he had going on. It wasn't me who sent the Hyde brothers to jail. He played a big part. I know the rules. The Hyde brothers locked up, the persecutors no doubt wanted to use them to hook bigger vids. Why is there no mention of Ryan Lab in the news? Why does Ryan always emerge unscathed from these things? This is you've been following the trail, cleaning up after all of Ryan's little mistakes left. All of Ryan's... I can read. Truth is you've been following the trail, cleaning up all Ryan's little mistakes left along the way. That's why you came looking for me. You wanted to know whether or not Ryan had anything to do with this reagent. Deep down, you're still the Ryan's director of defense. Defector of offense. What a funny slip of the tongue. You feels like it's your job to go and pick up after them. It's something a Ryan you can't let go of. Or maybe it's someone. Some sentiment. You do have emotions after all, Saria. At the end of the day, we're all flesh and blood. The subject is out of control. Restraints have failed. Not getting any neural signals from the subject. Attempting sedative injection. Negative. The subject is activating orogeny marks. A monster. It's a huge monster. No. The flames are manifesting. Get the director on the line now. Fire. The fire. Ifrit, where are you? Ifrit? Sorry? She felt no heat in the fiery corridor. The eyes of the voyeur were harder than rock, colder than steel. She could not read the emotions within them. This day, she does not know what she saw in the voyeur's eyes. You okay, Doc Silence? I'm tired. We've been taking care of Doc Moore and the rest of us. I'm wicked sorry I acted like that and almost got you hurt. But Island isn't like Ryan Lab. You and Gray have been good to us. You never asked for nothing for it. Is that true? I'm no saint, Sonny. As a Ryan Lab researcher, my experiments almost wiped out an entire city block, countless people along with it. There's a girl. She was close to me. It's like family. She was the subject of the experiment. What happened to her? She's still alive, but only alive. All these years, I tried and failed to give her back the life she should have had all my life. I couldn't stop the situation from deteriorating. Don't blame yourself. Sure, you never meant to hurt her. Funny. so I comforted myself in the past. I didn't know. There's others who were truly to blame. Is that really so? As the overseer in the field, I didn't... Did I really not know the risks of our research? The answer is clear. Either I was blinded by the tantalizing promise of a breakthrough, or I was far less a researcher than I thought I was. That's harder to do than hate someone else. Perhaps the one I truly could not forgive was... I never knew your story. More than just a story, that's why I came here. Aren't you trying to save your friend? Of course, I have to save Joyce. But I want to save you, and Elena, and Dr. Franks. I want to stop all this before we get to the point of no return. You believe me? Like I said, I believe in the truth. What I see for myself. And I recall that I've seen something like it. It's everything's following us, like the result of Originium arts gone awry. Dorothy's a trapper, right? By the way, I had Ben bring you something. Should be on your desk now. Ben? You forgot again? Told him to have tea with me. Not so much that he nearly drank my entire stash. I don't remember you owing me anything. Oh, that's not what you said when I just completed my chimeric organism experiments. The diabolic experiments. Glad you remember. My student used an anesthetic of her own design during the final phase. Shocking results. Science was such a smart girl. I miss her. After the project was suspended, I reviewed the data logs and found that it was no coincidence. What data? You're not the only one who digs through the trash. You mean Logan Water Tank? Those data were... Let's not dwell on clerical matters, shall we? Logan Williams was a genius. Viewing his data made me realize that I was taking the long way around. Trying to increase the subject's cell activity in order to increase sync rate with the energy contained in the embedded shards. Who would have thought that suppressing the subject's neural responses would be the way to go? Suppress? I made some small changes to your formula based on this conjecture. I hope you forgive the initiative. You're a sly one, old goat. Why the irritation? I simply offered a gift before you asked for it. Is it really so disappointing to lose a weapon against me? It better be of use to my experiments. I promise you'll like it. Oh, if you're successful, could you pick up the tab on the 10 boxes of black bean tea that Milsey sold me? I would have won that bet if not for my formula. Back on topic. The reagent. Had a sniff when you took it out. A sniff? Okay. You look more like a Liberry, like an owl, like, you know, hearing things, like Silence just said. But okay. Sure. Sniff it. Yes, it's the exact same smell. Ah, it's like it's the one who died on my operating table back to haunt me. Look at more numerous. Who? Who, you ask? We salvaged the most from the ruins of Logan Water Tank. Time to go home, Saria. Right, lad. See, you know the answer all along. You already met Tin Man. You have to find me. Who was the main sponsor of the diabolic experiments? Who was Logan Water Tank's investor? What it means to hire multiple labs to engage in similar experiments at the same time? How irresistible did the order have to be to make those labs put their pretty patent feuds aside and sit down to share their data? And whose hands did the surviving subjects pass through before they were sent out of Columbia? Do you mean? Looks like a pretty lively conversation. I hope I didn't miss too much.
Is this how you command the Agar hunters too?
Indeed it is.
Seems like the victory that the arrogant doctor promised might actually be plausible.
Oh. Oh, I have to get both? Okay, file obtained after finishing DB4. Wait, hold on. Who did we get here? Ah, okay. That's nice. That's not gonna end horribly. Chaincaster. Ooh. I do like myself some welfare casters. I mean, Absinthe is my freaking assistant. You're a chaincaster at that. We need more welfare mechacore casters. You're a minimalist aren't enough. Yeah, they're like oddly specific in their one role. They aren't as well-rounded as some other welfare operators. Like Absinthe. Surprised we're gonna suck it back to court at all. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind more mecha cord casters. I actually do really like mecha cord casters. I just think they're neat. But they are also very specific. Like, I'm not joking about that part. They are incredibly specific to what things they serve. The mechanic is cool and all, but it's like there's other people who do your job better and are more general use. We don't know you. Oh, you look so cool. It's a shame you're a horrible person. Unless we have a little more reliable cold application outside of Gnosis. Yeah, exactly. Like, she can inflict cold, but she can't really do it in a way that consistently allows for freeze. Gnosis can pretty consistently cause freeze in a variety of ways. Well, a variety. Probably a bit generous, but he's a bit more consistent in causing like the full freeze than she is. Okay, seriously though, are you... You're obviously part Liberi. That much we know. You're part Liberi. Are you also part Draco? Part Tikua? Part Lung? What else? What else are you? Yeah, I missed it. I like your design though. That's sad. One CSC and iced tea, please. For this gentleman. What's the matter? He's shivering. Must be the air conditioning in the bar. Another drink, and I'll warm you up. No. Oh, I forgot. Your tastes have changed. Your favorite drink was CSC and iced tea, back when you could still hold a scalpel. Sure gonna have to make you forget Lunken Williams' abuse. Look at her neck. No scales, yeah, I guess that's true. So not Tikua. So probably Draco or Long then, right? Oh, you meant like the Originium, the Oripathy band. You meant that thing. Okay. I'm talking about her tail. Wait, that's specifically Rhodes brand? I thought that was just like generic. Like that's just kind of always what the Originium monitors look like. Nobody but roads operators have them? I could have sworn they were operators outside of roads. No, because, Yusuf had one. She had one on her, let's see, that would have been... She had one on her right arm. She's at roads. Yo, Milsis. Water arts. Mysteriously disappeared because of her. Like 2 hours ago. Okay, still just specifically roads. Okay, I'll take the hint. I will take the hint. Now he has 122 prison years left on his prison term. When you're free. Free? You talking to me about free? I've been uploading my biometric data on a monthly basis, just like you told me. Let's not talk about work here. We come to the bottom with X, don't we? Speculation is that she's a future operator and the artist wasn't given the direction not to include that here. I wouldn't mind that. She looks cool. I wouldn't mind her. Bro, that's what I said. I said that like 3 times. That's what I was saying, because she's not an operator. I'm just probably horribly mispronouncing her name, so you probably didn't pick it up. That's on me. I'm horrible at pronunciation. Oh, you're in and out of stream? Oh, okay. Just missed it entirely. I was like, bro, I said it like 3 times. You're like, only people who have roads, who work for roads have that. And I'm like, she doesn't work for roads. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I don't expect you to be here 100% of the time. It's all good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having both of them. I wouldn't mind her having a change of heart and working with Musis. I think Musis would be cool. And again, I'm a sucker for this character design because it looks sick. Would you rather drink with these two? One whose face shows no expression, the other whose face can't be seen at all, and with your old friend? Old friend? That's rich. The reason I've become this is all because something similar to W's compliance with roads. Oh, that makes sense. Done something more with Babel. And then have a bit of an iffy relationship with the roads right now. Oh, okay. After this cutscene, I have a story to tell. Use the freedom. Left me no choice, sorry. You're on your own. The man picks up the glass and gulps down its contents. He stares into space with a particular expression. It's hard to say whether it's one of anger or one of despair. A moment later, he falls from his chair. His legs spasm as though shocked by electricity, while his left hand grasps at his right arm. His fingers dig deep into his own flesh as though trying to rip out the electronics that have caused him so much grief, along with his past sins. Part 2 to the event next year? Maybe. Who knows? Oh my god, what happened to him? Call an ambulance! Something in the drink? Epilepsy. Blood test shows an abnormal chemical composition. An injection I gave him will help. He'll live. That drink. There's half a glass left. I'm not the type to waste. You drank the rest. As you just saw. You don't get it? Check out your friend's teeth. Second molar on the left. A false tooth. He did one final operation on himself before he left Vulcan water tank. He knew it all along. I should have removed a variable myself. One tooth wouldn't have affected his work. But I didn't. I believe we in Columbia should have the freedom to embrace death. Doctor, take the patient and give us some space. I'm not gonna question Saria. On it. We have a problem and we need to deal with it. I'm not questioning Saria. I don't care what my position is, I'm not questioning Saria. Unless I want to get cut in half. Like a certain someone. So the new test results are out. Let's hope it justifies this commotion. 67%? We tried our best. What about the retests? Here they are. Give me all the numbers. Yes, sir. Sir? I'll be damned. Your goat wasn't playing. Part 2 might also include Mountain. I guess he is technically a part of this now, huh? He is part of that whole scandal. It's all to... Oh gosh, please stop making me say her name. I don't know how to pronounce that. Holyoke. It's all up to Holyoke now. You better take care of Saria. Don't make me say her name anymore, please. Or at the very least, vocalize it somewhere so then I can go and, like, pick that up and go, oh, that's how you pronounce it, and then say it myself. I know, I had a thought, and then it left my brain immediately. I'm honored that the former head of Ryan's defense section thinks I'm a problem. Who are you? We've never met, Director Saria. But I've heard of you. One of the co-founders of Rhinelight. Graduate of the Trimetz Institute of Technology. You left academia after earning her PhD in biomedical engineering to become the head of the defense section. Everyone associates Rhinelight with Kirsten Wright. Kirsten Wright. You have heard of you. Have you never resented that after all these years? That's unnecessary. I made my choice. I took on my duty. You're in a recruit the mine last year. Fair enough. I know. You think yourself a firefighter. What you really love is the feeling of charging into a fire, am I right? You like fighting. That doesn't mean you're a warrior. You have no thirst for challenge and destruction. That's why you never fit in with the scientific community. Five years ago, you received a grafted plant from Mulsis. You taught the vines to dance. You accepted the gift. Thereafter, you were in your office by 7 every morning, trimming the sprouts that had grown overeager. You've been spying on Rhinelab. Maybe I just heard some office gossip. Maybe you missed the part where Mulsis turned the offices of 3 directors into Sargon rainforests. How much trouble it caused defense. Well then, how much trouble did the diabolic curses cause you? For all the garbage you've talked, there's one thing you got right. Don't shy away from a fight. Oh, it's so sad that they aren't doing any, like, friggin' side story, or, like, oh. I want to see Saria fight in the anime. She's not a key player. She doesn't appear in any of the main story cutscenes, so we're never going to see her unless they decide to do some of the side stories as, like, extra seasons or stuff like that. Oh, I really want to see Saria fight in the anime. Her arts are so cool. carries her shield until exactly this story. Oh, really? I mean, she isn't carrying it in this, so that makes sense. She carried it in, no, she carried it only some of the time in Mansfield as a guard. I think a couple pieces of artwork had her carrying her shield, but most of the time, like when fighting Jesselton, she just used, I don't want to say bare hands, but she didn't use any external weapons. That makes sense? It means that she isn't carrying it because during Columbia. Yeah. Bare hands? I mean, she has calcified blades on them. Is that really bare hands? I don't know if that's bare hands. I don't really know if that's bare hands. I was trying to make a joke about, like, bare hands, as in, like, the animal bear hands. I don't know. Gotta wait until they get through chapters 412, and, yeah. And then we get all the side stories, yep. I really hope that anime is so good on the first season. Brawl and Mansfield was a hand-to-hand fight. Didn't she, like, cut him across his chest, though? Like, she almost cut the dude in half, right? Like, he just barely walked away from that. If I recall correctly, she literally cut his sword in half, and it's still connected with him. That's why I'm saying I don't know if it's bare hands at that point. But is metal stronger? No. It was stronger than Mountain. But then her calcification broke through it. His was iron, yeah. I don't know, all I'm saying is whenever I see Denji fight in Chainsaw Man, you know, I don't consider chainsaw hands bare hands at that point. I don't think that counts. Beautiful arts. You use that trick against control. You're too curious for a mercenary. Flashbang. Oh, jeez. Hey, they're fighting. Are they drunk? Where's the bouncer when you need one? The bouncer can't do nothing against this lady. You best just to walk away. Are you the bouncer? Get them out of here. Sorry, I'm just a mechanist. Hitting the road would be the smart choice here. Yeah, the season's coming down. Go, go! You okay, Doctor? I'm more worried about the informant. Oh, sorry, Mechanist. So eager to stop the fight. Won't you stay a while longer? There aren't many in Columbia who could take a hit from you and stay standing. Skills like yours aren't many who could afford your fee. This doesn't have much to do with Volver Koczynski. Your style is military. You're eager to kill the trial of Silver Regent. The trail of the Silver Regent. Reagent. He's just vibing. He's like, listen, man, I paid for this drink. It's coming out of my paycheck. Your employer could be Ferdinand, or it could be Control. Even now, you still won't turn your suspicions toward her. Too many questions to let you go. Saria. Saria takes note of her position and that of her colleague. Inane's path of retreat is cut off. There's no need to drag this out. She unleashes her arts without hesitation. An enamel wall appears out of thin air, and Saria takes aim at Hayek's vitals. The time for talk is over. You're not dodging. I don't need to. I'm not in the habit of taking long shots. Saria's fingers should have found her opponent's abdomen. He does not feel the warm touch of soft flesh. There's no sign of pain on Hoyuk's face. She leans forward, her hips nearly touching Saria's ear. Believe it or not, Saria, I just wanted to chat. I'm curious about you. About Rhine Lab. You hurt my friend the moment you showed up. Doesn't exactly put me in a chatting mood. I have a job to do after all. One last parting word for you. Don't be too eager to make an enemy of me. Don't be too eager to make an enemy of anyone. She got away? Why is there a hole in the wall? That was me. Did her arts misdirect you? There's some technique, but not originating arts. She changed the air composition around her, interfering with my arts and causing my attack to miss its target. Never seen anything like it before. Could she keep a caster from getting at water molecules? Maybe. Thought about it. Heating air in a specific direction is pretty mundane. Would have been enough to disable Muses. Doctor, I propose we go after her. Whether it's the intel she has access to or the strange techniques she uses. Liberia is extremely dangerous. Okay, so you're going to call her a Liberia, but she has scales on her tail. Are we just going to ignore that? I want to know. I have questions. Officer, where are you going? You know I had to report my every move to you. I'm sure you took the key to a vehicle. Just borrowing an asset. By all means, report it to your miserable director. Officer. What is it? I don't have all day. Mary Benner. Arquetta was considered Liberia as well, and she's a Griffin. What's the case with Helliger? I have not looked much into Helliger. I didn't know that about Arquetta, which is interesting, because I've read all of her files. I'll have to take a second look at her stuff. I have no idea what Helliger's race is. The only thing I know about Helliger is that he's just some old Ursus general. And that's about all I know. He's also like an enmity guard or something like that, right? I don't use him, I don't know. He's a hippogriff like the old emperor. Ah. Interesting. Oh, is she, oh, what's it called? I'm gonna horribly mispronounce this, I'm so sorry. Quetzcolo? Quetzcolo? A snake with friggin' wings. I believe... Oh gosh, I'm gonna make a fool of myself, hold on. I think you're right? Okay. That does not help me in the pronunciation. Google, that does not help me. Yeah, that one, the winged serpent, yes. The Aztec deity. Yeah. Because if a hippogriff and a griffin is also there, then I wouldn't be surprised if they have that. From the wiki, her name means yesterday in Yucatec Mayan. Interesting. I mean, I guess if her name is Mayan, it makes sense. Interesting. Oh, you learn something new every day. I have no clue how to pronounce her name still. But, cool. That's pretty cool. Mary Banner. You grew up in the town of Steelham, north of Trimonts. Sonny Romano was your neighbor and middle school classmate. You've been investigating me? Romano was registered as infected 4 years ago. He ended his internship at law firm and returned to Steelham. His insurance payments dropped 6 months later. His name resurfaced on the crew manifest for this pioneer team 3 years and 17 days later. Where was he during that time? Oh, and I know. Preventing problems before they occur is part of our job. You thought you should scare me by raffling off some old records? Think again. It took me 5 years to get where I am now. You think I don't know how to deal with some corporate worms? I have never doubted your ability. And don't make me feed you to the Tusk Beast. Maybe you don't believe it, but I just wanted to give you some friendly advice. You remind me of my former supervisor at times. I had a lot of respect for her, but she allowed personal sentiments to destroy her future. I don't want to see you repeat her mistakes. Sentiments? Maybe this could save some people. But it can't save one out to get herself killed. This is an emergency communication. Paging Director Clooney. Oh, that's one way to catch a bug. Oh, gosh dang it. It's like, I think I have an itch on my face. So when I itched it, and now I have bug guts all over my hand and probably my face. That's nice. Okay. That's nice. Okay. Log 17. Location, Zone 9 corridor. No change observed in the target's position from the previous log. Base particle structure is stable. No signal. Can't get anything out. Can't tolerate any more delays. Plan needs adjustment. I get these reports to the boss once we have comms back. Helena? What are you doing here? I just wanted to move a little, catch my breath. I understand that you harbor certain feelings towards the pioneers, but it's better to stick together. The last attack was 10 minutes ago, not far from here. Getting separated would be dangerous if those things appear again. Alright, I'll go back. 1 second. Before you do, don't you have anything to say to me? I don't know what you're talking about. Pioneers are not the most stable condition. Angering them will put Joyce in danger. I understand why you didn't want to tell the truth in front of them. Just the two of us here. Wanted to ask about the experiments? You're not a project member. You need a request for mission from the company. Stop dodging the question. I know you're hiding a lot from me. I'm not angry. We're friends, and we're colleagues. My lab has strict rules on confidentiality, and all of us are used to hiding our opinions. Rules or no rules. Olivia, I'm not... You're not doing it on purpose. I know. How could I not? There aren't many infected in the company. When you first came and greeted me at lunch, an energy section colleague pulled you aside and whispered to you that I was infected. Visited with me anyway. I don't care about those stones in your body. Who doesn't have a flaw or two? Not the ones gossiping behind your back at the very least. Even afterwards, I never cared about the stones in my own body. That's the only Arbika I know. You knew something was not right with the experiments here. You knew what those silver things were. They're endangering our lives and those of many innocents outside. Yelena, I know. I'll let something like this happen. What made you keep quiet? Ferdinand? Olivia, this is my job. Just like Helen, so many other researchers who work for Rhinelab. This is where my dreams can come true. You said you were once thankful to Director Parvis and Rhinelab. Recite the star chart. I don't want to see your physics test scores. Full marks or 0, they don't matter. Narbika. Doing such useless things insults the name. You disappoint me, Estine. That's all you have to show for a month's work? You have talent. But neither does anyone else in Colombian science. You have determination, but it is yet to be tested. You're diligent, but there's no direction to guide your hard work. The world is waiting for you to change it. Every chance you waste is potentially a massive loss for yourself and the era you're living in. I chose you from thousands of candidates. You better not prove me wrong. What is the goal I strive for? What did he promise you? Your own project if you help differential frogs complete this experiment, or... Olivia, you're like my sister, treating me like a little kid sitting around waiting for candy. I know you have a lot of misconceptions about Director Clooney. Your investigations over the years have caused him a lot of trouble. None of that matters. It's not my place to defend him. You're going to refuse Rhodes Island intervention, and yours. He wants to change Rhineland, change Columbia. I believe all he needs is a chance. You trust Ferdinand that much? Did you know that Ryan... Who's there? Did Linton catch up to us? It's the Pioneer team. The captain was right. This lab beats you. What did I wrong? Still trying to trick us? Don't fall for that again. Everything you did for us, it's all fake. Calm down. Myers, was it? Myers, if you won't listen to us, maybe you'll listen to Sonny. I don't want to die here. I went to this damn corridor. It bears down you and chokes you out. The walls and the infecting containment zones. Let us go. Please, I'm begging you. I'll kill her if you don't. Joyce. How could this be? No, let Joyce go. Don't hurt her. The track shows she passed through here. Can you tell which way she went? The alley up ahead. Let's go. I feel like we say both of these. Wait, we have unanswered questions. Did you learn anything new, Doctor? Did we win that fight? I'm not concerned about the outcome of a single battle. I get what the Doctor is saying. But the barrier isn't strong enough to beat us. She's not so weak that she couldn't hold out for a few minutes. She could have gotten away before mechanists arrived. She seemed like she intended to leave a message behind. She's luring us into the alley. Do we still go? Yeah. You can deal with the trap a lot better when you walk into it knowing it's a trap. We're ready. On it. They'll be coming, right? I know, Saria. She'll come, even if she knows exactly what I want. Still a little uneasy. That power armor. Are you sure we don't need permission from Ferdinand? You can always go back to plan A if you want. I mean, never mind. Forget that I said anything. This is a test. Our employer wants to see our results. I hear footsteps. Let the recon team begin the operation. What about us? We're out. We get to make something explode! Okay, so story time. The story time that I promised earlier.
I've got this. I can do this.
So I got things to serve for a moment. I'm gonna release you there. You're cool there.
I'm aware of what I'm doing.
Well, Steama's gonna go like right here. And then... On 3 arcade out. Indeed, indeed.
本物はどこだ。
じゃあこの宴会の歌に耳を傾けて
Nice.
まだダメだ
Oh yeah, the instant I got the update and I realized that she had a mod, I was like, oh heck yeah. You're about to die.
Heart unit charging.
That's fine. I can deal with that.
生きる手はそういうものさ
No, 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 no.
空気の陸地乾きすぎね
I placed on the wrong person there. Are you trying to heal that guy? Because it's not going to work. I'm just going to let you know now.
I know what it is I want.
I placed on the wrong person.
Now's
Okay.
the time to help everyone out.
You have her other module? She has 2? I only saw 1.
Can I really make a distance? There!
I'm listening.
Follow me!
Not yet. Oh, fair enough. And down it goes. Okay, so story time. The other day, I was on VR chat. Because, I don't know, I just felt like being on VR chat. It was funny, I was walking around, I found a W avatar, and that's just kind of what I've been using. It's pretty much the only Arknights avatar I've ever seen. I just hop into a public world, I'm just chilling out, talking with people, playing Connect 4, playing pool, talking about just stuff and things. And then suddenly out of the corner of my eye, I see Tallulah walk in through the front door.
Mission accomplished.
And I just walk over and I'm like, well, this is awkward. Yeah, they were chill. It was pretty cool. But I just found that funny. I was like, huh. That's Tallulah. And then they also had a like really high quality Tallulah and a Mia. And I think they said they found some other ones. I know I saw someone else with a different version of W a few days before that one occurred. And then I think I've seen a Lapland somewhere. I didn't get to talk to the person, but I'm pretty sure I saw a Lapland somewhere. I could be wrong though. But I was like, huh, there's more of these than I thought. Because I thought I did a pretty extensive search and I can only find W. That was it. I thought that was pretty cool. The cramped space is filled with black. It blocks out light, air, and sound. Gotta have the right connections, yeah. The mouth cannot scream. Scorching heat of originium blocks the windpipe, preventing even a whisper from escaping. There is no fighting. Cold hard steel clamps down on the limbs, preventing any attempt at movement. There resistance. Only tears would flow from the eyes. Mother always said tears were powerful weapons. But the eyes are not cooperating. They've seen too many mountains fall and too many rivers dry up over the centuries. They've seen too many loved ones die. They have become dry. Like the land after a nomadic city has passed through. All 6 power armors disabled. Is that the last one? Looks like it. We were delayed 13 minutes. Scan show 7th. Head your way, Doctor. I'll take care of it. You do not see how sorry I moved. All you know is she was standing in front of you before you knew it. You know, she never carries a Rhine-made shield on the streets of Columbia. She turns herself into a shield. The enamel barrier growing from her crossed forearms blocks the power armor's attack. Next. I definitely need to build Zarya. I have her. I don't have her built because I don't know, I've never needed another defender. She's not as cool, yeah. I know a lot of people use her S3 though. Yeah, for the arts damage increase. Yeah, I've always, especially back in earlier CC events. Yeah, that's true. I've always preferred people like Hoshi for my defenders. I don't know. Mudrock is powerful, but I don't know. I still 90% of the time end up using Hoshi unless there is a specific reason that Mudrock is going to be like needed. Like in a, you know, taking the cannon and stuff like that. Or in stuff like integrated strategies where you can make her absolutely busted with just infinite spin. With your own Mudrock can use Roberta. Yeah, I think I have Neon too. I think I have her at the same level as Zarya. I think I got both of them up to E1 level 1 and that's it. Like, I didn't upgrade them any further than that. Because I just kind of dropped them. I was like, I'm going to invest way too much for characters that I'm never going to use. Rough time. Mm. Oh well. Yeah. That's half the reason why I have, like, I think well over 26 stars or something like that, that I know they're powerful, but I simply have preferences for other characters, so they just aren't built. Trying to use Dorothy for the EX stages on this event, but strategy has got me stuck on E1. Ooh, no. Or EX1. Excuse me, time to fall into it again. You're sorry, I mutter under her breath. That is how she views such rogue Colombian technology. Her expression tells you what her next move is. Sorry, I waste no time dealing with pests. Her hand closes upon the chest of the power armor, where a dark hole would soon appear. Power armor would be destroyed, or more aptly, die. Thought comes to your mind. Sorry, I know. She may or may not have heard more than the first syllable. She does, in fact, stop. It results in the trust in you that you have accumulated over the course of many battles. Her fist only scrapes the core, but a shockwave is enough to shatter the power armor's outer shell. You see something amongst the flying metal shards that looks different. It looks like strands of hair. Doctor, look out! It's... Oh, shoot. Hi. Wait, did they put her in there and then remote control it so she had no choice? Oh. It only says that it goes towards the dark, not that it tries to do anything. Ah. Could be very well that she just walked over trying to get help. Fair enough. Regardless, though, something tells me she wasn't in the armor of her own will. Something tells me that she was forced into this. The power armor tips over. As it further disintegrates, you see more hair, and a speck of skin, and an eye. That was the text at the beginning of the scene. Okay. The eye is looking at you. Met over limbs, heat blocking her throat. Oh, okay. I figured this was a flashback to, like, the Ifrit incident. Because there was a lot of fire there. You see many emotions flash across it. Anger, fear, bewilderment. As the shell falls away completely, you realize it is begging for help. You extend your hand. Hello, Moses. What's happening, Myers? I don't know, sir. Let Doc Moore go. Doc? I can't. Is the bang a direct order? Why are you on their side, sir? Didn't you say we needed to harden our hearts and do what we had to do? Didn't you say we were just their test subjects? This was all your idea. I liked Doc Moore. Never thought you'd be the one to turn against me first. Stan? Maybe, or someone else. You, Myers? You always listen to me. To a fault, you said. I listened to my boss at the plant and ended up with a ripity. I started listening to you when I got here. You're all smart, got an education. Pretty couldn't go wrong listening to you. And we're gonna die. The Whitecoats are gonna kill us, Sonny. They think we got it all under control. Search her if you don't believe me. Dave just got a voice recorder on her. Here to log us, the silver monsters. Dr. Abika, if you know a way out of this, it's time to get talking. Anna? Olivia? I may or may not have told you the details of the experiment. I'll never lie to you. I never lied to you either, Sonny. Myers. I don't know how to deal with them. I studied them and recorded their behavior because I wanted to solve the problem we're facing. Like I said, it's part of my job. I think Anna's telling the truth, Myers. Should you give Joyce back to us? Pioneer stares at Philopsis. Suddenly he raises his hand. Silence lets out a mute cry. The drone rams the Pioneer, sensing its master's will. But all he did was take something from Philopsis' hand. It was the treatment band that he put on her only a few hours ago. What have I done? More. Regret it, huh? The kindness you showed me? Someone like me doesn't deserve kindness. The doctor returns to the side of her friends. They're quiet, beautiful, pristine. There is no way out. This lab is a tomb, built specially for them. There is no hope. The band is like a handcuff the company has shackled them with. They will never find freedom, unless... Pioneer stuffs a medical wristband into his mouth. Myers! Sir, what are you doing? Spit it out now! The band contains multiple doses of painkillers. Snark can't possibly take it. It'll kill him. I've seen guys swallow these. They're all dead. They're the lucky ones. Spit it out, damn you! I'll hold his jaw. Sock him in the stomach, Sam. One more time. See the treatment band. Olivia, that's it. Olivia? Joyce. Program start. Should the wait? It's so dark. Why is it so dark outside? Mark, all the lights are on. Joyce, are your eyes okay? Light. Light. Need light. Warmth. Forward. Hear this. Can you hear us? She can't. What's going on? I don't know. None of that sounds like Joyce. Her condition? I know her. She's never sounded like this before or after the operation. Right. You're surprised. You don't know what's happening to her. The situation has long gone out of control. No. It's time to talk about these experiments. Dorothy, I don't want to see anyone get hurt because of our work. Especially not Joyce. You're right. We should have worked together to solve the problem. It's okay, Anna. Don't hesitate anymore. I invited all of you here. You have the right to know the truth. Both Dr. Silence and my pioneer friends. You were spying on us? I was concerned. Too late for you now. Good luck usurping the favorite gerbil. They'll probably just have one more battle or cutscene or something. So don't worry, you won't miss too much. Thanks for stopping by, though. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a nice... I'm assuming since you said late, I hope you have a nice night. If it's not night, then I hope you have a nice whatever time it is for you. And I hope to see you again later. Thanks for hanging out. Someone needs to close the doors while you stop to talk. You stopped the silver monsters. Don't call them that, Sonny. They can hear you. Oh, no, my dear assistant. There's one more thing that I require of you. Bring them to me. But you don't feel comfortable explaining, I can. You know my lab is the safest. No hostiles left outside. They all followed Mr. Sunny and Dr. Silence. Communications are still out. It's like jamming across the standard frequencies. Arcanist might have been able to do something about it. Who's there? Mr. Sunny? Freeze. That voice. Miss Mary? Looks like you got a decent memory. Why are you here? Where is he? You mean Mr. Sunny? Tell him to show himself and stop hiding behind a child like a coward. I'm a grown man. Just barely. Jeez, you don't do him like that. Come on, Gray's a good boy. You don't have to do him like that. How was it, boy? Where are they? The pioneers are in a building nearby. You know your ears twitch when you're embarrassed. Huh? Just kidding. You're a little too trusting, aren't you? It's a lot easier if you tell me everything you know. Otherwise, since you're the one who fixed the power supply, I can arrest you for obstruction of justice. I can't catch the real perp. Guess you'll have to do. No, please don't. I don't want to cause trouble for the doctor. What are you waiting for? Start talking. Not sure if you'll believe me. We were attacked by a bunch of silver shapeshifters, likes of which we've never seen before. So, she's inside. Yes, this is Dorothy's lab, the heart of the complex. You sure? What's the matter, Sonny? Nothing. So I get stressful getting so close to the truth. From what it said, Sam, be ready. Yes, sir. Can you open the door, Dr. Rebecca? Of course. Huh? Something feels off with the pioneers. We've come this far. You convinced me that we're all here to solve the same problem, Olivia. I'm not so sure anymore. Clock's ticking, Doctor. Same here. Come in, please. Nona's hand never touched the scanner. The doors of the lab opened to the true master of the house. Hello, everyone. I'm the director of Rhine Lab's Originium Arts section, and the overseer of Test Site 359. Welcome all to my laboratory. So here at last. Sam, get her.
はい私が参戦したからには当然の結果ですこれでもう誰もランデン修道院がラテラーノの飾り物だなんて
I was starting to like you, and then now I don't. Oh yeah, did I do the thing? Oh, I need to go in. Without defeating Dorothy. What? Excuse me, what? Without defeating Dorothy. Okay. I freaking love this music. This is probably going to have a longer story bit. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go back. We're gonna snatch you up.
Researcher Elena Urbica of Rhine Lab. A
It's
pleasure to
Urbica,
make your
okay.
acquaintance. We're supposed to call each other by code names here, right? No problem. In that case, call me Asjani. It's simple and easy to remember.
Elena Urbica, also known as Asjani. Okay. Got it. And then I'll also go and grab one of your tokens. We're gonna go and do this. Chaincaster, heck yeah. And then we're gonna go into Headhunt. And we're gonna do one more 10 pull. Or Willie. Willie? We'll do a single pull. We've earned a single pull with the prime that we earned from the levels. We'll do one single pull.
My name is Plume.
That's rough.
Formerly of the Pontifical Cohors Battalion. I will be your sword and your wings.
It's sad how quickly it all disappears. 2 missions? Oh, I guess I didn't do all my dailies. Oh, I did. Oh well. Anyway, I believe that is where we're going to end up calling it for now. Do this, and this. Absinthe, you're adorable, but I'm sorry I gotta wrap up. Alrighty. So, that's yet another thing that we've all started to catch up on now. I believe there's still enough time if we continue the rotation like normal to go and finish up at least the main story next time that we boot this up. So I won't do anything off stream with it, besides maybe farm some stuff to go and, you know, make sure that I get all the rewards that I need out of the shop. Besides that, I don't think I won't make any progress off stream. Should be able to go and finish that on stream. Catch you next time? Yeah, catch you next time. Thanks for coming out, Luxon. I appreciate it. Man, the good stuff. As per usual with Arknights. Let's see. I guess the last thing in our rotation, if we want to keep it to 4, we'll have Limbus, Terraria, Arknights, and then we have Fire Emblem Engage. which we did just a couple of missions on, and then we have kind of left it. We may need to go and run through a little bit of a story refresher next time. Refresh our memory with everything that's going on. I remember there's a specific level, specific battle that we have to do. If you remember that much. So I think we'll plan on that for the next stream. But for now, I think we'll wrap it up here. If you enjoyed what you saw today, feel free to follow. That's an easy way to say, hey, Electrotoon, keep up the good work. It is also a nice and easy way to get notifications. I send notifications to both Twitch and Twitter, so following either one of those will get you a notification for every stream right as I go live, so you won't have to worry about missing a thing. If you're interested in checking out some of my past content, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's where I upload all of my VODs and the occasional YouTube short or long form video. I've made it a goal this year to upload at least one non-VOD video per month. This means at least once per month there will be a YouTube short or long form video uploaded to that channel. So if you're interested in holding me to my word, checking out what I create, or checking out past content like I said, feel free to check out that channel. Regardless if I choose to show your support though, it all means a lot to me. And I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be wherever you are. And see you all again later. Thanks for coming and hanging out.